All right, first and foremost, we want to give call halal Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. That's all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. The name is the only begotten Son, the Lord, they're going to be called Christ. The Hebrew Israelites out in San Francisco, Sakari sect, here to preach the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, and wake up you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And obviously, this is the holidays season. I don't know what spirit you call it, but we're going to call it the wicked spirit. So this lesson today, we're going to the wickedness of this place, the judgment of the wicked, and why we need to avoid that walk and come back to these laws. So there was an article I seen, or not an article, but a news clip I seen on Facebook, and it was disturbing for sure. But it's just the regular process of the so-called white man, how they treat the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. So everybody heard about both of them shooting John. They just indicted that devil that killed him. So that's a positive note. But the same day, I read an article. I'm gonna read it real quick. Then we're gonna get into this lesson. It's a woman named Leah Jenkins out in San Diego, where our other Akim are preaching this truth today, I'm sure, on 4th and Broadway, downtown San Diego. But Leah Jenkins, it reads, a warrant was issued out for her arrest for smoking a cigarette. A warrant for smoking a cigarette? That's minuscule. That's ridiculous. Let me read this. It said she was taken into custody by San Diego PD in La Jolla, which is a city outside of San Diego. She never made it to jail and is in a hospital due to injuries sustained while in SPD custody.
Didn't bring her out though.
So we all know what happened. They beat her up in that car or whatever the case. Obviously, there's no footage of it. But that's what goes to show this white man's a damn devil. They're gonna beat up a woman over a warrant over a damn cigarette. When more abominations are being played out by the so-called white man on a daily behind the shadows. But we already know if you research enough. But start out with Proverbs 6 and 16 and 19. We're gonna get into it. This white man's downfall is soon approaching, thus saith the Most High. We're gonna stay in Job for a while. So just stay in Job. Job was in the land of Edom, and you know he was a prophet as well. Like I said, Job was in the land of Edom with the damn Edomites. And he prophesied all through his book about their so-called downfall. So, read that.
Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doeth the Most High hate.
The Most High hates certain things, so he doesn't love everybody. Prior to contrary belief, the Christian church has lied to us for the last 500-600 years based off this damn white image. Keep reading.
Yeah. 7 are an abomination.
7 are abominations. Read.
A proud look.
A proud look. We all know what a proudest of the earth is. Pompous and walking around like he runs the place, even though he does. But you know he's inferior in every way to the black Hispanics and Americans, genetically, physically, and spiritually.
That's right.
And he's a degenerate and a vagabond in the earth, who soon will perish, just saith the Most High. Read.
A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. Who's the biggest liar on the planet Earth? Starting with that devil on the sign right there, Caesar Borgia. This dude just walked up right before he cut on the camera and said, "Why'd you put horns on Jesus?" Get the sign real quick, guys. No. Get the sign. No. You can probably use it on there.
Okay.
If you just unscrew this, you can just maneuver like that. So, yeah. That damn sign right there, his brother walked up to it and said, "Why'd you put horns on Jesus?" Brother, this is not no damn Jesus. This is a damn pedophile, ancestral devil, Pope Alexander VI's son, Caesar Borgia. And that's the biggest lie on earth. So keep reading.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Hands that shed innocent blood. When a so-called white man conquistador came over and shed all the innocent blood of the Taino Indian on the island of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola, enslaved all the southern, Central and South Americans, brought over Negro slaves from West Africa, he shed innocent blood that whole time frame up until this day. How you gonna beat up a woman over a cigarette warrant? What type of warrant is that? I didn't see that on the books. If that's even lawful, that's crazy. That's how you know this is damn devil. They make up their own laws, their own system, and they don't hold themselves up to that same system for the most part. Maybe a few murders here and there by some low-level devils, but not them high-level demons that sit behind Senate and Congress and damn Freemasons. Keep reading.
Verse 18. And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
A heart that desires wicked imaginations. As we well know, this so-called white man created that image of white Jesus and conquered the earth with it. If you didn't bow down to it, you died. But guess what? We're not going to bow down to it. And we're going to preach to the black and Hispanic Native Americans never to bow down to no damn white man ever again.
That's right.
Whether that's through his philosophy, if you have a gun pointed at you, still don't bow down. All he knows is murder. But if you trust in the Most High going to deliver you from that. Read.
Feet that be swift and run into mischief.
Run into mischief. What's mischief? I just saw a documentary, not a documentary, but a television show, how they try to make it paint.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
A false witness that speaketh lies. These are all things the Most High hates. The white man is the most hated on the earth. We don't get a priest.
And him that soweth discord among brethren.
Exactly, soweth discord among brethren. So he put a philosophy out on the earth to break up the 12 tribes of Israel, like it says in Psalm 33, along with the other wicked nations and these damn heathens. So our job is to wake you up before it's too late, before this place gets destroyed. We already know the devices of Satan that I brought out last week. We're not supposed to be caught up in that madness. And just a side note, I was just on Facebook earlier today. I don't know if the brother's an Israelite or a Hamite. He's on Facebook talking about we shouldn't be speaking against smoking weed. Like, what type of madness is that? He said the prophets smoke weed. I need proof of that, bro. Otherwise, you're a blasphemer and you're a damn liar. And we already said what the Most High hates. You're a liar, the Most High hates you. Israelite or not. You're going to wake up to the truth, quit lying on the Bible, quit lying on these prophets. You're definitely not going to lie on us to say we smoke weed. But we're going to say prophets regenerated through the Spirit. Do you have a question, brother?
I do want to ask you a question.
What's that?
But you just brought me, I'm thinking all these motherfuckers crazy. But you look like the Israelites, the ones who know that the African Americans in America, the true Israelites.
Definitely.
It says it in the Bible right there.
Definitely.
Is that what you're doing?
Absolutely, brother. That's what we gave you that flyer for. You're Israelite as well. You believe that?
All the scriptures point to that shit.
Have you read that in the Bible before? That you're an Israelite? Do you believe that you're an
Israelite? Children, they sent to a foreign land for 400 years.
Absolutely.
In slave ships, in chains.
That's right.
Nothing has ever happened in the history of mankind like that. That shit is, of course it was, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course you're the Native Americans and but you know, the real Israelites.
Definitely. You're an Israelite though, brother. You believe that? You know there's a duty of being an Israelite? There's an obligation to the Most High.
What that is? Because we transgressed against God's word at one time. That's why I'm here in the first place.
Absolutely. You got a sense of knowledge right now, brother. So you're familiar with it.
I'm 7 years old. I got more than you do. I've seen this shit all my life. I can tell you, I used to be a Muslim. Everything. This is religion, though, man.
We're not a religion.
A lot of shit in the Bible. That shit is prophetic. That shit is true. How you gonna do? You been married to you. Are you from New York?
No, I've been in New York. I was in New York in July. But yeah, that's where it originated.
What's his name, old boy up there? I watch him in Polite all the time.
Who, Sonetta?
Yeah, Sonetta.
Yeah, I was out there in July.
Stand your ass up, dude.
Who, Sonetta?
Stand your ass up.
Sonetta will be. You thinking of Tazariak? IHUB? You talking about this?
Brother Polite.
I know. Yeah, I know. They be talking against the Israelites all the time, right?
They just drop the sign. If you say this, I say this. There's a lot of shit in the Bible that says that shit is written by some kind of thing. They put they exclude a lot of the Bible shit, but they put too much.
We got those books. Huh? We got those books.
I don't know if you got the other.
This is the book right here. The Apocrypha. This is what they took
that
out.
Shit ain't recognized.
It is recognized. This Bible that he has right here, brother, the Bible that he has right here has these books in it. The 1611 King James.
All the words that are marked blue right here.
That's the King James Bible.
King James 1611 version. 1611 version.
You gonna put that with the Apocrypha?
The Apocrypha is in this Bible. Show them the middle, brother.
All right here, where it's marked blue.
Brother.
All where it's marked blue.
Go to the atlas or the index, right? It's in the same Bible.
That's the King James Bible.
King James 1611 version. All the other versions after that, they took it out. Yeah, show them the index. Show them the index.
Look, see? The book's called Apocrypha. These are the ones that they took out when they're taken out later.
Who's that? Who's
The
that?
Protestant church. In the 1700s.
The white.
In the 1700s, they took those books out.
Y'all put the
Because
word down.
the doctrine that's being pushed in these churches right now.
Y'all help me with the cue.
Nah, brother. The main thing that they're being pushed right now is about the Gentiles being other
When
nations
did the letter
can
J
be
came
grafted
into
and
the
saved.
fifth and the alphabetical order? When did the letter J came into the fifth to the alphabetical order?
What's that?
But keep going.
I was saying.
When did the letter J come into the fifth to the alphabetical order?
We already know that. It's not in this Bible.
What year?
Can you find a J in this Bible? 1700. 1700.
You don't know what he's talking about, but I do.
He knows one thing. Everybody knows.
These books were there when they were first published in England. Even before that, it was like in the 18...
Like the 900 AD.
In the Geneva Bible.
The Geneva Bible, the Latin Vulgate had these verses in it. The Apocrypha is way before the 1600s, but the first authorized English version, as far as Gutenberg Bible, Gutenberg Bible.
Had that in it?
I'm not sure, but I know the Latin Vulgate.
Straight up King James, the same thing everybody reading.
The Latin Vulgate came out 900 AD. That's like 700 years before King
It's
James.
scared?
It's cold.
All right, thank you.
You come up with some shit because you
Yeah.
starting to look like you. Y'all look a little suspicious though.
You want to talk some homosexual crap like that, huh?
Yeah, Momo.
Going to say. No, man, let them go. No.
It says
Boy, the big dude with the beard, you ain't here, but the big dude I saw.
I know you're talking about. You're talking about
Yeah,
Kazariak.
the big dude, the polite towards the answer.
You heard about Polite? You heard about Polite? You heard what's going on with Polite right now? You didn't hear it? How he's been scamming people out of money? How he's been scamming people out of money? He took like $70,000 from his brother, and he's going to court for it. A lawyer's on the case trying to sue him.
That's some other shit trying to put some shit in on to get rid
Oh.
of that. Polite just because
His own conscious community.
He's been scamming hundreds of people out of projects and all that.
There was some point where I thought he was going to say.
He is saying, you know about the Freemason? You know he's a Freemason, right?
See, no, I don't know that. That might be
He's
some
a Freemason.
shit trying to vamp on the hood.
Am I slandering him? You can look it up.
How? Because I be on that shit every night. I like Polite.
I mean, that's fine. He's a knowledgeable brother, but he's not helping nobody. You know he moved to LA, right? And he got ran up out of LA. He moved to LA, he moved back to New York.
I didn't know that.
He got ran out of LA for scamming people. The brothers out in LA was playing with him.
What kind of Hebrews are you guys? What y'all call yourself?
The same Hebrews that are in New York. We Sakari. Sakari. Based out of San Diego, Seattle, we all over the country. Yeah, we've been around for about 8-9 years.
Okay.
So, like I said, there's different branches and things like that. Just to get back to the point, the reason why he took the Apocrypha route is because it exposes the Gentiles in the New Testament as Israelites. Everybody thinks the Gentiles in the New Testament are these other nations that can be saved, and Paul's going to these different nations, but he's really going to the Israelites. That's what the church teaches.
I do know that the so-called Jews now became they're converts. If they really convert,
You're absolutely right.
They have no business in this.
You're right. You're absolutely right, brother. The Bible prophesies about that. But like I said,
They're Jews. They will be there.
yeah, those are frauds. Get
All the
Zechariah,
Jews, but they're not.
Zechariah 9 and 6.
I like the way you guys always call off these motherfucking chapters and this shit.
You gotta study to show
That's
yourself
random
approved,
shit.
brother.
I couldn't remember all that shit.
You just gotta study.
I think that's only
When
you actually know which one's going to be. You don't know the whole game. You don't know.
I don't. I never said I knew the whole
First
thing.
page. Anyway, I bet you quote the first page of Genesis.
I probably did, but that's not the point. We're trying to edify you and teach you. You said you're 70, right?
I'm older than you.
That don't mean nothing.
It don't. It's about the knowledge of wisdom and understanding.
You're right.
I just saw you. Don't get
36. And a bastard,
A what?
a bastard,
A bastard, illegitimate child. What? So what?
shall dwell in Ashdod.
Dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod is a city in Israel. A bastard, illegitimate child. The fake white Jews are bastards according to the Most High. Read that.
And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
So those Palestinians, those are not the real Philistines either. The real Philistines are Africans, not them damn white fake Palestinians.
Keep going.
That's it. That's all I wanted. Get to Ezekiel 36. The Philistines were ancient Africa. There were no white people in Israel back then. 36 and 5.
White people in Asia or Africa. We're going back before this, before the Romans and all this shit came in with the Christianity shit, started fucking shit up.
Yes, this isn't Christianity. We're not preaching Christianity.
Ezekiel
I know that.
36 and 5.
Read that.
Therefore, thus says the Most High Power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
The residue of the heathen, all these other nations that aren't Israel. Keep reading.
And against all Idumea.
Idumea. Who's Idumea? Fake white Jews. All these Russian, or not Russian, including
The
Russian.
convert, they don't have to be fake if they truly believe. You can convert. You can convert.
You just said they weren't
See
Jews.
them like
Brother, you just said they weren't Jews, brother.
Ain't you a white boy?
No.
You look like a white
Come on,
boy.
brother.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Brother.
They tell them that you can come and you can straight up. But this should be been mixed down, bro. Do you look like an African? No.
Are there albinos in Africa?
See, there you go.
Are there albinos in Africa?
Albino,
Are albinos African? Of course they are.
Albino anything.
I'm asking, are albinos African? That's where we find albinos at,
The
right?
Mexican albino, what is the Mexican albino?
That's not the point. You said, do I look African? Are albinos
You
African?
look at a real African look like the motherfuckers on the face of the pyramids and shit.
Okay.
Black.
That's fine.
Black,
But are albinos African? Are albinos African? Are albinos African?
Some are.
Okay then, so you don't have to be black. That's the point.
albino.
Brother, you don't have to be black to be African. Is Israel in Africa? Is Israel in
I'm
Africa?
telling you.
Brother, is Israel in Africa? Of course it is.
Was until they changed it, till the Romans changed it.
Israel's in the same spot.
Israel,
You can't go off of color. That's crazy. Brother, you can't go off
According to
of
the
color.
map, according to general knowledge, Israel is outside.
It's on the tectonic plate of Africa.
Africa stops at the fucking the damn Sinai.
Israel's
whatever.
right next to Egypt.
I know that.
And Israelites walked into Egypt and walked out of Egypt, right?
Joseph ran out of Israel into Africa. He hid there because he looked like
Because it's
Africa.
connected, right?
Because
Africa's connected to Israel.
from the continent, Africanus.
Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea,
Idumea is on their right, folks, read.
which have appointed my land into the possession.
White people appointed the land of Israel to their possession.
Destroyed with all their heart,
You really go there, read.
with the spiteful mind.
Spiteful mind. That's why I have gay praising Israel. We're talking about
That's
what's
not
that?
what they're saying.
What are you talking about?
Every time he says something, then you start interpreting
That's
your words.
I'm reading exactly what it says.
No.
Read it again.
Read it again.
Therefore, thus says the Most High Power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen,
Go ahead.
against all Idumea.
Who's Idumea?
See?
Who's Idumea?
I don't know.
That's why I got to interpret it for you, because you don't know.
No. Okay, keep going.
Come on,
Keep
brother.
going. No.
That's the point.
Okay.
That's the point, because you don't know. Everybody that walked by
What's the
doesn't know.
Edomite? Who are the
Edomites are the white
Edomites?
folks. Him right
Why
there.
you going to say
Him
that?
right there.
Who's Esau?
Right there.
Wait. No. See,
Oh, that's the Python. My bad. He look kind of Esau. That white boy that just walked by.
He's just trying. Yeah, he just read his
no,
out.
but let's get back to this story on the Esau thing. When Esau came, he was supposed to be red and hairy and all this shit, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now, check this out. Now,
All right.
So, wait, let me just clarify.
Because I was on this shit, but there's some holes in your shit, man.
We'll point him out. Point him out. I'm going to point out an Edomite. I think that's the Edomite right there.
Let's see this saying that, but polite. I was living polite. Not polite. Who was it? No, this motherfucker, he actually described, he had the whole chronology, the Edomites and the Malamites and all the shit. And Esau, I'm not sure if he's a progenitor of the white folks.
Who? Esau? We can prove it.
Arabs. Now check this out.
Arabs to white folks? Or Arabs to Esau?
They're children of Esau, yes.
Arabs to children of Esau?
They walk by the sword, they behead you. Man, you got to go to the site I was on last night, because that shit was breaking it down. And it was a white Jew. And he said, look, man, I'm coming, this is not a racist thing, I'm just trying to give you the truth. He was a white boy. To me, he was a white boy. Broke that shit down. You need to stop from. I know you believe in what you're saying, but I don't know if you thoroughly is going in this. We are in the last days, and that thing you would go to. I see this shit with polite there all the time. They be having these arguments there, but y'all on the right track, but y'all too, you ain't gonna listen to nothing else. You just on the road, you ain't gonna listen to nothing else.
You're not saying anything, honestly.
Well, I can't quote the shit like you.
I'm not talking about the Bible. You say there's holes in it. I'm talking about the holes. What are you talking about?
Genesis 17:20. And as for Ishmael.
Ishmael? Who's Ishmael? I'm asking the question.
You gonna say you
I'm asking you. I'm asking you, bro.
My knowledge of Ishmael is supposed to be the Arab.
Okay then. Okay.
But I don't think that's right.
Who are they?
You interpret
who's Ishmael?
Like that.
Come on, bro.
I ain't into it like that. I can quote the Quran more than I can quote this.
And the Quran is nonsense.
Ask an Arab who's
There you go.
You know the Quran is nonsense. If you don't say polite cut this, the polite can cut the Quran too.
I know one thing. Guess what? I'm 72 years old. I've never been in a hospital, never been sick. I never had that. Famous musician. Guess what? I talk to God in the name of
You talk to God?
Straight up.
How?
Just like I'm talking to you. Really? That's right. On my mama and my children and everything. God, me and God, that's my father. If I can't talk to my father like I'm talking. You talk to God like that's a hell of a thing. But back in the day, Moses talked to him, and everybody else talked to him. Aaron talked to him.
Do you keep the law of God?
Some interpretation that somebody gonna give me, I know my father tell me what to do, I do it.
It's a simple question. Do you keep the laws of God?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm so alive and 72. You make sure that you do. Yes. See, there you go. If you can't talk to God like I'm talking to you, then you're looking for God. I already found it, bro.
I highly doubt that. If you follow polite and Sarnetti, you don't follow God.
No, I don't follow nobody. I follow
you said there's holes in the Bible.
Jesus said.
You just said there's holes in the Bible.
I said there was holes in you. And then there's holes in the Bible.
Oh my God.
We already know there's holes in the Bible.
Now you're changing that.
They got apocryphal, they got the Bible, they got all this bullshit. I don't need that.
You don't know what it is. You didn't know the apocryphal was in his Bible.
Hey, bro, check this out.
You didn't know the apocryphal was in his Bible. Huh?
Good looking job. Y'all on the right path. But you gotta get rid of that shit, man. You gotta talk to God himself. Fuck this book. Fuck Jesus. Fuck Yahweh. Fuck everybody else.
How you gonna quote Jesus and say fuck Jesus at the same time?
That
don't make no sense.
Okay, check this out.
That don't make no sense.
We about to get to Christmas, right? What that mean to you?
Hell no.
But most people, they go to Christmas, it's all Santa Claus.
You celebrate
Santa Claus is bigger than Jesus on his birthday. On Jesus' birthday, they got some white boy Santa Claus bigger than Jesus.
That's not Jesus' birthday.
Nobody even know who Jesus is on Christmas on his birthday, but they know who Santa Claus is.
This is utter madness.
Proverbs 28:9.
I'm talking
Get that.
everything that has
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law Even his prayers shall be an abomination.
Your
That's
prayer is
right.
an abomination. You don't keep the law. You just said forget Jesus and Yahweh. That's not the
Is it against the law? Is it against the law to do good?
Of course.
Whose law?
What's the law? You're about to do.
It's a white one.
You do dope?
I do everything. Guess what? In the 20s, they abandoned it. You can't drink.
Wow.
It's against the law. But guess what? That motherfucker wanted to change the law. They changed it. Now you can do it. You can do anything.
Is there
The
a law against
motherfucker
dope?
that's running this society is running the law. You don't know what the law is because you can't even talk
We're
to
talking about
God.
God's law. We're not talking about the white
You can't
man's
even
law.
talk to him like I do. I talk to him
No, you don't.
personally every day.
You talking to Satan.
You can't.
You talking to Satan.
That's right.
You talking to Satan. I don't know what that is.
I don't know
what that
Do you know who your father is? I don't think so.
Oh, God.
No. Do you know who your dad, your biological daddy? Do you know who he is? I don't think so.
Why not?
Because you disrespecting mine.
You
My
just
father
disrespected
is
the Bible.
God. My father.
No. Brother,
See?
you just said forget Jesus and Yahweh. What are you talking about?
Disrespecting my father, man.
What are you, bro, you just said forget Jesus and Yahweh.
That ain't my father. That's a bullshit fairy tale. My father, God.
So God's name's God, right? God's name's God?
That's my angel. Whoever.
Who's Yahweh? Who's Yahweh?
Yo, some shit in the Bible. I don't know that
So
shit.
is God an
I know my
English word?
father, though.
Is God an English word or German word?
God is some
Exactly.
generic ass shit.
It's a German word. So that's not what they spoke back in these ancient days. They spoke Hebrew. So if he say Yahweh, that's actually closer
Why
to
are
the
you
Hebrew.
even talking to me? How do you
Why are you
even
talking to
have
me?
breath?
Why are you
I
talking
want
to
to
me?
know why you gonna talk to me about your father. Guess what? Hey, look, bro, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye.
This is crazy.
I swear to God, my father is your father too. But you don't know
You just
him.
said forget your father.
You don't know
Just a few
him.
moments ago.
You need to
You
know
just
your
said that.
father.
Deuteronomy 28 and
God,
28.
yo, but,
The Most High shall smite thee with madness
Madness. This dude's mad.
Bring it
and
out.
blindness
Go
ahead.
smite y'all.
and astonishment of heart.
That's right. But guess what? You don't even know who
And
your
thou
father is.
shalt grope at noonday,
You gonna grope at noonday.
as the blind gropeth in the darkness.
You out here blind.
I'm
Madness.
blind.
Speaking madness.
I'm a 12 from the bottom. I know where it comes. But God said, you know me not.
You don't know.
me
You
not.
don't know me.
I know you got you.
And thou shalt not prosper
all-
in thy way.
You're not gonna prosper. You say you perform a famous position. Probably a lie.
You ain't my
And
brother.
thou shalt be only
Guess
oppressed
what? I'm
You're
not
only
even
impressed.
trying to go
77 years
against
old on the
y'all.
earth.
I'm trying to
Spit
bring
madness.
y'all into the
Crazy.
truth.
and spoil
You're
thee.
gonna come.
What truth?
The truth is, you my brother, then you know our father, but you don't know.
How do you know?
You know me not.
How do we know? Get first down.
Because you know me not. That's how I know. You know me not. I thought you was my brother, but you know me not, bro. You can't even talk to God. I gotta go. When you get 72 years old, ain't never been in the hospital, ain't never had a hard time, got kids, grandkids, and everything, your life is blessed. It's only because I can talk to my father. But I need something from my father, guess what? From my mama, man. My earthly mama. Because this is an oath you might understand. I'm telling you right now, man, look me in the eye. I talk to my father every day. You don't know who your father is.
I already
You don't
told you
even
that.
know his name.
You
First
just rambling.
John
Read.
3 and 4.
Uh-huh.
Whosoever
I gotta
commits
go,
sin,
though.
trans.
The wicked flee. That's some madness, man.
1 John 2 and 4. He that said, I know him,
He said he know God in Christ. Read.
and keepeth not his commandments,
He know he don't keep his commandments. He said he does dope. That's crazy. Read.
is a liar,
He's a liar. Keep reading.
and the trust and the truth is not in him.
Talking about he gonna bring us to the truth.
Got one right
You just said you do dope. You drink. Oh, he's back.
Come back
He's
and
back.
tell you, man, that we're together on this. I'm so glad to see y'all out here.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
for y'all, man. Seriously.
I'm sorry you said
No.
forget Christ and Bible. Read that
I'm
again.
like
That's
polite,
right
man,
here.
but y'all my brother.
Read that
Y'all
again.
just need to
1
get
John
to
2
know
and
now.
4.
Read this.
He that said, I know
You
him,
said you know God, right? You say you know God earlier? That's before you walked in the
I'm
street?
from God.
You said
How the hell did I get here without my father?
You said you know. I said I don't know my father, correct? Do you know him? You know him, right?
I'm the one that
You
asked
said
you that question.
Exactly. And I answered your question. You didn't answer my question.
You didn't answer the question.
I said yes.
I told you point
I
blank.
said yes.
I talk to God every day. You're not God.
So you know,
I'm
you know
talking
God,
to my
right?
father every day.
You know God.
Listen,
You know God.
I know my father.
Go ahead.
He that said, I know him,
Uh-huh.
and keepeth not his commandments.
You don't keep God's commandments.
He's a liar.
You're a liar.
What commandments
truth
are
is
not
not
keeping
in
right
it.
now?
Truth's not in you.
Tell me what commandments I'm not
You
keeping
just
right
said
now.
you do dope. It says not to defile your temple. You're going to be destroyed.
How
So
do I-
72 years old.
How do I
Today's
defile
your
my
day to
temple?
repent.
But how do I defile my temple?
You just said you do dope.
Do you?
You said you do dope. Is that defiling your
It's
temple?
dope. I'm asking you. What
Is
is
dope natural?
Everything on this planet belongs to me. God gave it's right there. Quote the one word. I give you all these things. Well, you ain't gonna quote that now.
Get Genesis 1:29. We don't quote it. We don't see what he says. It ain't gonna say no damn dope. No heroin.
That's
no
right.
crack, No pills. No ecstasy.
Wait a minute.
Bring that out.
Now, when I said,
Genesis
Can we read
1
that?
and 29.
Go ahead.
And the Most High said, Behold, I have given you
Giving
every
you-
herb.
Every what?
Giving you every herb.
Every herb. What else?
Bearing seed.
Bearing seed. What bear seed? Is dope bear seed? No, that's
yes,
created in
it
the
is.
lab. That's
No,
sorcery.
no.
That's sorcery.
That's
You need
right.
that?
Which is upon the face of
That's
all
right.
the earth.
Herb and seed. Herbs and bear seed.
Everything.
And every tree.
Every tree.
Go ahead.
In the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed.
Exactly. What does that mean? That's what he gave us to eat and consume. Not no damn dope. Read.
To you it shall be for me.
To you shall be for me.
But then I ask you, can we drink water?
Of course.
Then why? It ain't from no seed. That
Brother,
seed's no
read that
seed.
last part.
Stop
Read
your
that last
ass.
part. Read that last part. For you shall be for what?
In which it is the fruit of a tree yielding seed.
Come on, brother. Read.
To you
To
it
you.
shall be for me.
For meat. That's what you're gonna eat. Water isn't for meat. You don't eat water. You drink it.
Okay.
Everything you're supposed to
I
eat
shoot dope.
has seed
I
on it.
shoot dope. What's the difference?
You just got compare.
No, you trying to get away from this shit.
Brother.
Water don't have no seed. You don't
Do you eat water?
He's talking about the brain. I command every fucking thing. I do know, but guess what? There's thousands of dollars in my pocket right now. I'm also a famous musician. My food
That'll be
is
nothing to
music.
me.
I don't everything else.
So you play music just to buy dope. That's what you're saying? You do your music to buy dope.
This bike costs $1,000.
That don't mean
I
nothing to
get
me.
everything that I need. You know why? My father.
So if somebody steals that bike,
Quote this part.
what's
Quote
after
this
you?
part.
What's after that?
Everything.
If somebody steals your bike, what's after that?
I don't know where it is in the Bible, but somewhere it is in everything that you need.
So you
I
need
don't
dope,
know
right?
what that is.
You need dope?
No, that's why I'm doing it right now. I don't need doing it right now. Maybe later tonight I might need it. You
Oh
understand?
my God.
I'm just saying, hey,
Brother.
I'm just saying, everything is in moderation. You have to. Oh, you ain't just.
I'm listening to
okay,
you,
what
brother.
are you actually trying to do to
I'm
us?
trying to wake you up, get you off dope.
What I'm trying to
Keep the laws
I'm
of
not
God.
on dope.
At your 72-year-old age, you need to repent
I
right
repent
now
from what?
because the Most High can take you out
Guess
of this
what?
earth.
When you get 70 years old, guess what? You're going to need something.
I pray I get to your age.
Take your blast,
That
man.
damn shall be doing
You
dope.
up, you
That's
up,
right.
moving
I
shit.
won't be riding down
You know
the
what,
16th
man?
mission
When you
with
get
dope in my
thirsty,
pocket.
When you get thirsty, you got to drink some water.
Yeah, no water. Water is it?
But then why can you drink water but I can't drink dope?
Water isn't meat, brother.
Neither is dope. But what's the difference? Come on, man. You got to shut. Nothing can. You are the son of God. Nothing can steer you away from the path that you are.
So do people overdose on drugs?
I know. Watch this.
Yes or
See
no?
that girl right there?
No, I'm talking about
She
you.
overdosed on food.
That's
Me, I
about
don't overdose on nothing.
you can overdose on water, but can you overdose
That's
on
what
dope?
I'm telling you. You have to know what you need.
It's rare though.
What you need.
It's way easier to
take.
overdose on dope.
You know what?
And if you're
As long
leaning
as I
towards
can
that
actually
direction.
talk to God, I
You're
know
leaning towards
I'm
that direction.
balanced.
You're a
Right?
liar. That's all I know. You don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
the thing. Okay, now I'm gonna say this. That's the thing that turns me on. When I would watch all the videos to it, they ain't gonna listen. They just, no, I ain't listening. Don't you listen to me, nigga, or nothing. And that's kind of, y'all need to bend a little bit and then to get the truth
we're not
out there.
bending for anything.
You're on the right track.
We're not bending for anybody or anything.
14 mission
We believe in the Bible, God's word, and following the laws. You already admitted earlier, you know why we're here, but we don't slay ships and we're in oppression because of what? We didn't keep the law. You already know how we do it, so why are you surprised? We're
I'm not surprised. I'm trying to get y'all to open your fucking eyes.
No, you said we need to bend a little bit. You said we need to bend a little bit, and that's what's going to happen.
What I meant was wake up a little bit. I gotta go, man.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all gonna keep on doing this shit. Let me on a more scientific who finances y'all? How do y'all
Finance.
How do y'all do this?
We do this 3 hours a week, once a week. We're not doing this every day. I have a job. I have a car. My car's over there. I have an apartment. I have all that. What are you talking about?
Relax, man. I just want to know. I thought y'all was like Scientologists.
Scientologists believe in the Bible? Of course. That's
I
ridiculous.
don't know what the fuck y'all do. I know y'all got some truth. You're trying to get it out, but
Why you have a problem with it? You don't have to stop here and complain.
I'm not complaining. I was talking. Why the fuck are you out here if you ain't trying to have a fucking dialogue with me?
We are having dialogue. You left and came back.
I came back and said, I came back. Can I talk?
Please, you've been talking.
No, I'm gonna try to tell you why I came back. I got help with trying to get some truth out of shit. I gotta go back. You have to know. Hear you, man. I'm not your enemy.
I don't see that point.
Yeah, but I know, but it seems like we having a bang.
It's a disagreement because there's certain things that God expects from you as an Israelite.
Cool.
You're not abiding by those
When I
things.
rolled off, I feel like,
Isaiah 58:1.
Uh-huh.
Cry out loud.
Cry aloud.
Spare not.
We're not going to spare anybody's feelings. Breathe.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. And shew my people like a transgression.
like I'm
We're showing you your transgression.
See, there we go.
You're
I'm
the
the
same
one
person.
that's 72, but y'all said,
And the house of Jacob, their
I see you,
sins.
man.
You've been in sin
Respect
for
your
a while.
elders, man. That's somewhere in the Bible.
No, it's not. It's not there.
Yes, it is.
Get
It's just one of them ones you keep going round blood, but you can't quote every fucking verse in that Bible, man. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you think you is, but you can't
just a
quote
humble
every
servant of the Most High.
Yeah, but
That's
you
right.
Quoting the verses that you know, the one that's going to just
I'm responding to you. That's all I'm doing.
Hey,
Whatever you say, I'm responding to with the Bible.
What that thing is on your head? What's that, some kind of crown?
No, it's a meet.
What that mean? What is that? Answer one of my questions, man. Y'all some bad boys, man. Y'all take care of Snapchat. I see you. He don't see it. I like you. You don't see it, but his spirit, I can see his spirit. But your spirit look a little dark, bro. Even I ain't talking about your color either, but you're a little dark, man.
Yeah, I seen that. I was hoping when you go back and say something. Knock the hell out.
That went like years, man. Because at first he was like, you know, like you knew a little something.
Yeah, bro.
Right? And then that just went left like.
Yeah, he was on some shit. Like, he already admitted he's on dope. Like, I can see that. Get Proverbs 23 and 9. That describes it, but it's already there. I just there.
Proverbs 23 and 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool.
Speak not in the ears of a fool. That brother was a fool, flat out. He
That's
was
right.
changing his speech every 2 seconds. We're talking about we're off, but he already knows a little bit about what we're talking about. Then he's on dope. He said what's wrong with dope. Set him on that. Set him on multiple things. But now we're trying to teach us. It was a damn demon. Read.
For he will despise the wisdom of thy word.
He despised the wisdom of our word. He's 72 years old and he's just full still. He lived all his life to have dope in his pocket. He said he got $1,000 in his pocket. Like I said, he said my bike cost $1,000. Like, what does that mean? Then gonna question us, like, what do we do for a living? What does it matter? You just said you do dope and you said forget the Most High in Christ. You lucky the Most High don't drop you dead right there.
Right there.
Like, bro, like, dude, man, our people are so done. Go back to the lesson. Psalm 10 and 8. I don't think you read that. I got one verse out before some bug outs start coming up. Crazy. Crazy. God,
10 and 8.
yeah.
Psalms 10 and 8.
Uh-huh.
He sitteth in the lurking places
Just talking about these damn devils, at least. Read.
of the villages.
Uh-huh.
In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Secret places he murdered the innocent. Botham Jim Jones was murdered in the comfort of his own home, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, in the shadows of his house. By the damn white devil, Amber Geiger. But luckily, the Most High had a little bit of judgment coming, but she's not going to die like him, obviously, which is what we prefer.
That's right.
A public execution, 21 gun salute, just like my main man Gorilla Hebrew said. Oh yeah, the brother in Sacramento, where I'm from, got killed in his backyard for having a cell phone. Got shot over 20 times.
What's happening? What's happening with that?
His brother's running for office or some shit. A damn coon. And the thing about that, just a sidebar, after that happened, there was some tweets and some posts that came out talking about how he didn't like to be black, how he didn't like black people. And he married a Filipino chick, and she basically put out those posts afterwards talking about he didn't even like black folks. So that might be the reason why the Most High took him out.
Yes.
He was a damn coon, sellout. Now his brother's running for political office or some shit. And his madness. Can you read that?
His eyes are privily set against the poor.
His eyes are privileged set against the poor. This white man oppresses, caused us to be poor, and now he's putting his foot down over our necks. Partly because we went off, obviously, but his type of oppression is going to get him destroyed either way. Go to Psalms 55 and 9 and to 11. Come down.
Sí, mi amor, lo metí abajo.
Yeah, man. Our people gotta wake the hell up. Our people can be devils as well, like that dude that just walked by. But the main chief synagogue of Satan, these damn fake white Jews trickle down to these damn Edomites, or the so-called Caucasians. Right?
Psalms 55, 9. Destroy, oh Yahweh, and divide their tongues.
Divide their tongues, talking about the Edomites.
For I have seen violence.
I have seen violence. We've seen violence. You go on Facebook, any type of media platform, on a daily basis for the last however long you've been aware of it, you see our people getting put to death. Whether it's Native Americans, Hispanics, or Negroes. Keep reading.
In strife in the city.
And strife in the city. Trouble, read.
Day and night.
Day and night, we see it every day in the so-called, quote-unquote, prosperous kingdom, but it's not prosperous for us. Read.
Day and night. They go about it upon the walls thereof.
Read.
Mischief also and sorrow.
Mischief also and sorrow. That's what we're in the midst of. Read.
Are in the midst of it. Wickedness.
Read.
Is in the midst thereof.
Exactly. Wickedness is in the midst of sorrow and mischief. That's all you see When you on the streets of San Francisco, California, up and down the coast of California, all across America, if you're in a impoverished area of the city. Is that it?
Deceit and guile.
Deceit and guile, read.
Depart not from her streets.
Exactly, depart not from her streets. The society is devil built up is full of mischief, strife, and deceit, and guile. It doesn't make any sense. But you know why? He's the wicked of the earth. And the people are going to act just like the leader that's above him. He's not our leader anymore, obviously. We follow the Most High and Yahweh.
That's right.
But these damn devils and everybody else that comes to him, they follow in that same footsteps. Keep reading.
For it was not an enemy that reproached me. Then I could have borne it. Neither. Verse 15. Let death seize upon them.
Let death seize upon this damn devil, so-called white man. Read.
Let them go down quick into hell.
Let them go down quick into hell. Global, and that day comes very swiftly on these damn Edomites. Read.
For wickedness is in their dwellings.
Look, wickedness is in their dwellings. Read.
And among them. As for me, I will call upon my power.
I will call upon Yahweh. Read.
And the Most High shall save me.
Exactly. The Most High gonna save the Israelites. Unless all these other wicked Israelites that don't want to repent, they'll get caught up in thermonuclear fire at the second death.
That's right.
That judgment. They might get put to death before that. Who knows? But this place is full of mischief and deceit and wickedness. Is that it? 1 to 19 here. Go ahead.
Evening and morning. And at noon will I pray.
Exactly. Read.
And cry out loud.
Go ahead.
And he shall hear my voice.
Exactly. The Most High gonna hear our prayers. We keep the law. He already brought out Proverbs 28. If you don't keep the law, the Most High don't hear your prayers. So when we pray, we get heard. Keep reading.
He hath delivered my soul in peace.
Exactly. Deliver my soul in peace. After this place is destroyed, we go back to our land. We're gonna be in peace that day because the Yahweh is gonna be reigning over the earth. Read.
From the battle that was against me.
Exactly. The battle that was against us, we're gonna be in peace after that time. Keep reading.
For there were many with me. The Most High shall hear and afflict them.
Exactly. The Most High gonna hear and afflict these damn devils, so-called white men, who the damn devils in the Bible.
That's right.
That's right.
Even he that abideth of old. Salah. Because they have no changes.
Read.
Therefore, they fear not the Most High.
These devils don't fear the Most High. They think they are God, like it says in Obadiah. They quote unquote went to the heavens, and they saw themselves as the Most High, and they'll get put down on the ground and go into the depths of hell. Job 14.
Baghdad's mission to North Point.
But yeah, man, whoever wants to side with these damn devils and join hands with them, this other idiot that walked up talking about can we speak to people like that? What the hell's going on? Who in your right mind would say some madness like that, knowing what the hell happened in our history by the so-called white man? It don't make no sense. We're gonna preach judgment to these damn devils and these heathens, especially these damn goops and fucking Edomites.
That's right.
Job 4 and 8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity.
They that plow iniquity, read.
And sow wickedness reap the same.
Exactly, they reap the same.
By the blast of the Most High they perish.
Exactly, by the blast of the Most High they shall perish, whether that's by the chariots or by thermonuclear fire, read.
And by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed.
Exactly, these damn Edomites are going to be consumed in America and across the four corners of the earth. That's said the Most High. And it's only going to happen if the 12 tribes of Israel repent. See the elect in the 1/3, and Jacob's troubles come to pass. Lord willing, will be saved about that time frame. This place will be destroyed shortly afterwards. What is Job 8:22? See it, man. Job was a powerful weapon. He was going through affliction in the land of Uz, which is Edom. He was preaching all throughout Edom, the downfall of the so-called kingdom today. But he already saw the wickedness there, and obviously had the same spirit back thousands of years ago. So our job is to recognize that, wake up everybody else that doesn't recognize that within the 12 tribes, and let them know that their duty is to repent and separate from these damn heathens. Go ahead.
Job 80:22. They that hate thee shall be cloud with shame.
Exactly. They that hate the Israelites will be clothed with shame. Read.
And the dwelling place of the wicked shall come to naught.
The dwelling place of the wicked will come to naught. This damn place, America, Babylon the Great, will come to naught. The economy gonna crash. Famine gonna hit this place. Race wars and all that.
That's right.
And this place gonna come to naught. They gonna think it's gonna be peace in them famine camps. It's gonna be nothing but hell. We're gonna implement that RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. No matter what people say. The brother Pagala out in Toronto brought an article recently that I just listened on right before I came down here. Talking about they try to put damn RFID chips in people's foreheads. And that's exactly what it says in the Revelation. They'll put it in your hand and your forehead. Go ahead.
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Exactly. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Because what?
That dwellest in the land of Uz.
That's exactly where Job was. Land of Uz. Read.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
The cup gonna pass unto thee. What's the cup? Destruction, death, slavery. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken. And shall make thyself naked.
You'll make yourself naked and exposed. Read.
The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished.
Go ahead.
O daughter of Zion.
Exactly. Our punishment is going to be accomplished once we repent as a nation. The Most High is not looking for everybody to repent because they're not going to. But the 12 tribes, the 144,000 and 1/3, they're going to repent, follow these laws before it's too late. And Lord willing, be saved out of this place. Lord willing, we be at that number as well. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Exactly. This is going to be our last captivity in Babylon. Go ahead.
He will visit thy iniquity.
They're going to visit the iniquity, read.
O daughter of Edom.
Exactly. All the wickedness the white man has done, he's going to visit them and repay him and recompense them. Go ahead.
He will discover thy sins.
Go ahead. Hold on. What, you got Job? You read Job 8:22? He was about to beat that. Huh?
That same devil talking.
Oh, he was? Yeah. Man, he was about to get whooped.
Hey, that wasn't the only Edomite he was about to take off on either.
Oh, real?
Yeah, he was about to take off on.
He in the spirit. He didn't get this truth, though. He might be on some other stuff, though.
Might be.
Go to, you read Job 8:22? Job 11:20. Yeah, Job was in the land of Uz, and Jeremiah spoke on the land of Uz. Talking about this is going to be our last captivity, and Esau's wickedness is going to be visited with that same cup that was passed to us. Slavery, bondage, oppression, death, and destruction. All culminated into the kingdom of the Most High Christ. And Yahweh shall show us. So yeah, our job before it's too late to wake up these Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, keep the law, not like these Christian churches say, and worship the Most High in spirit and truth. Go ahead.
Job 11:20.
Bring it out.
But the eyes of the wicked shall fail.
The eyes of the wicked shall fail.
And
All these wicked devices, Esau them cooked up after the race wars start. These FEMA camps and RFID chips, that's going to fail after a while. Some people might take it. Some people might go into the FEMA camp. Not the people that are awake to follow these laws. Go ahead.
And they shall not escape.
They gonna not escape. Read.
And their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost.
Exactly. Their hope is giving up the ghost of death. That's what they can hope in. After that 1,000 years of slavery, Yahweh shall gonna put them to death, and they'll never rise up again. We don't have to worry about none of them damn Edomites.
That's right.
So-called white men. Read that part again. Actually, I like that verse.
Verse 20.
Uh-huh.
But the eyes of the wicked shall fail.
Go ahead.
And they shall not escape.
They gonna not escape the cup that they promised. Read.
And their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost.
The hope gonna be the giving up of the ghost. They're gonna die. Thus saith the Most High. Go to Job 18:5. Read some of that. So yeah, man. That sounds like a great day to the Israelites. But these devils don't gotta oppress us no more. They're gonna be oppressed. And they're gonna die.
Yep.
That's how it works. And 9-4-9-2-4-2. 18:5, read down to 21.
Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out.
The light of the wicked will be put out. We already know what the wicked is. If you don't know, we're going to bring it out shortly. But we're going to tell you straight up, the so-called Edomite, the white man of the Bible, the devil of the Bible speaks.
That's right.
That's right.
And the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Exactly. You're not going to shine. Read.
The light shall be dark in his tabernacle.
Go ahead.
And his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened.
Go ahead.
And his own counsel shall cast him down.
His own counsel going to cast him down. That European Union, they're going to turn against this damn devil in America. And that's why Russia and all them other countries going to send nukes to this place. Go ahead.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet.
Exactly. He's cast to a net by his own feet. What's Yahweh trying to say? If Satan casts out Satan, how can his kingdom stand? This kingdom's not going to stand because everybody's opposed to each other because of the damn philosophy. Don't nobody agree about being no damn homosexual. Especially Israelites. That don't make no damn sense. Go ahead.
For he is cast into by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
You walk upon a snare. So when he says in Lamentations, our slavery's up and the cup gonna pass these damn devils, that's a snare for him. He gonna fall into a snare. Just say the Most High. Go ahead.
The grid shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him.
Exactly, the robber shall prevail against him. Jacob's just a planter of Esau. We're going to plant this damn devil in the last days. Thus saith the Most High. We're going to take back our kingdom, take back all the riches of the earth, and put these devils in slavery. Go ahead.
The snare is laid for him.
The snare is laid for him. Go ahead.
In the ground. And the trap for him in the way.
Go ahead.
Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
Read that again.
Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
Terror is going to make them afraid on every side. What's that terror talking about? Thermonuclear destruction. They think the missile defense is going to work in them days, but it's not. They're going to have a multitude of missiles fired at America, and this place is going to burn up. Thus saith the Lord. Go ahead. And that's going to be terrible, seeing them nukes crack through the atmosphere and blow this place to smithereens. Go ahead.
That's right.
Terror shall and shall drive him to his feet.
Drive him to his feet. Go ahead.
His strength shall be hunger, bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
Exactly. Destruction will be ready at his side. Prepared already ordained by the Most High in due time. That's why we got to hurry up and repent so we can escape them plagues like it says in Revelations. Repent and keep the laws of God and be around fellow Akim that believe just like you.
That's right.
Don't follow the damn devil, all these other wicked heathens, thinking it's okay to celebrate these holidays. The holiday season is right now. You're not supposed to be celebrating these damn wicked pagan holidays. Stop committing wickedness and idolatry. Go ahead.
It shall devour the strength of his skin.
Exactly, devour the strength of this white man's skin. Go ahead.
Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle.
Exactly, his confidence shall be rooted out. Read.
And it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
To who?
It shall bring him to the king of terrors.
The white man's going to be brought to the king of terrors, Yahweh. Al-Shadja in the Hebrew. King of terrors, you know? And that's going to be justice in the Most High. We're going to rejoice in that day. We're going to dance in the feet of the blood of the wicked.
That's right.
That damn devil right there walking freely on 16th and Mission will be put to death.
That's right.
So that damn fact. I seen him in his dress a couple weeks ago for Halloween. That one right there. That dude was in his dress. Remember I asked him to see Halloween costumes and he does that regularly. That's the same dude. It's the third time I've seen him up down this street. Go ahead.
It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his.
Go ahead.
Brimstone shall be scattered about upon his habitation.
Brimstone. What's fire and brimstone? Just like Sodom and Gomorrah? Fire. Fire gonna rain down. This ain't the Most High. Go ahead.
It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his.
Go ahead. It's none of his. Read.
Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation.
Brimstone will be scattered upon his habitation in America. Read.
His roots shall be dried up.
Exactly. No more sustaining this American economy. Go ahead.
Beneath and above shall his branch be cut off.
Go ahead. You got a question?
She said, why do you have?
What's your question?
Yeah, I will, but I'll be back.
All right.
God bless you guys.
All right. Hope to see you back.
She must think that's Jesus too.
She said, why do you have that picture out there like that?
We'll explain.
Yeah.
Damn devil.
Come back.
His remembrance shall perish from the earth.
His remembrance shall perish from the earth. All these damn devils, these so-called white people, will perish. That's right. As it is written. There's no other way it can be done.
Facts.
Because we can't do it with our military might. Russia's going to handle it for us. China, North Korea, Iran, all these other countries going to bomb this place, and it's going to perish forever. A memorial of smoke. Go ahead.
And he shall have no name in the street.
Exactly. He's going to have no name in the street. Go ahead.
He shall be driven from light into darkness.
Exactly. Light into darkness. We put to death. We put in a low state.
And chased out of the world.
And chased out of the what?
Out of the world.
He's going to be chased out of the world. That's the Most High.
Bring that out.
He's going to be put to death. First going to be put in slavery, then put to death. Go ahead.
He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people.
Exactly. Every white male is going to be put to death. Go ahead.
Nor any remaining in his dwellings.
Exactly.
They that come after him shall be astonished.
They that come after him will be astonished. Go ahead.
At his day.
Exactly.
As they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked.
Go ahead.
And this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Exactly. America is a place that doesn't know the Most High. And God we trust on that dollar bill is blasphemy. That's a straight up lie. Because they follow all the laws of their own wicked heart, and it goes against the Most High's laws. And that's what we're supposed to keep. That's what we're urging our people to keep. Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. And preach also that this white cracker on this damn sign is not the Messiah.
That's right.
That's right. So if you have a question about it, like that's whoever she was, Edomite, she comes back and asks that particular question, we're gonna go into it and tell her how this is not the Messiah. The horns are very relevant because it's a damn demon and a fake image. What is it, Joe? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 50:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Exactly. How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? By thermonuclear fire. Go ahead.
I have laid a snare for thee.
Exactly. Just like it said in Job. Most likely lay a snare for these damn devils.
That's right.
And thou art also taken, O Babylon.
You know, Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, whatever you want to call it, is America. Read.
And thou wast not aware.
And they wasn't aware. They thought they were going to continue forever oppressing everybody and killing people, especially the Israelites. Go ahead.
Thou art found and also caught. Because thou hast striven against the Most High.
Exactly. They don't know the Most High in this place, so they strive against the Most High. That's what they're going to destroy. Read.
The Most High had opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. indignation.
Exactly. Brought forth the weapons of indignation. What's the weapons of indignation? Thermonuclear fire, ICBM missiles. And these other countries are going to point at this place and shoot. And they're going to create a atmosphere, like I said before. This place is going to be burnt to a crisp. And that it has to happen. America can't rule the earth anymore in wickedness. It can't if Yahweh Shai is going to be ruling. It's impossible. The white man is not going to be ruling when Yahweh Shai rules in wickedness. Go ahead, is that it?
For this is the work of the Most High Power.
Exactly. This is the work of the Most High Power. They're going to put him in a snare and caught him up and put him to death. Read.
Most High Power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Land of the Chaldeans, Babylon. Read.
Come against her from the utmost border.
Exactly. Come against her from the utmost border. Go ahead.
Open her storehouses. Cast her up as heaps. And destroy her utterly.
Exactly. Destroy her utterly. Nothing is going to stand in this place when them thermonuclear fire hits this place. Go ahead.
Let nothing of her be left.
Exactly. Nothing ever be left. We're not going to be like Saul and take the women and the sheep and the cattle by the damn Amalekites like he did and went off. This place is going to be utterly destroyed. Nothing left. Is that it?
Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon.
Call together who?
Call together the archers against Babylon.
Exactly. This is talking about no bow and arrow. Let's talk about thermonuclear ICBM missiles.
That's right.
All ye that bend the bow.
All you that bend the bow, all those countries with thermonuclear technology, like I mentioned before. Go ahead.
Camp against it around about.
Camp against it round about, which is Babylon. Read.
Let none thereof escape.
Let nobody escape. Wipe it out. Read.
Recompense her according to her work.
Recompense her according to her works. America then went to all these different countries, established military bases, established her IMF banks, oppressed those people, put them in slavery as well, financially, put their philosophy of Christianity there, and that's a recompense. They're going to get recompense for it. Paid back, righteously. Read.
According to all that she hath done.
All that she had done from start to finish. Go ahead.
Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Most High.
Exactly. She had been proud against the Most High. And that's one of the six, seven things the Most High hates, like we brought up at the beginning. These damn devils, so-called white men, are going to get put to death. That's all their works they've done. From the Greeks to the Romans to the Amalekites to the Idumeans, whoever you want to call them, to Americans, Russians, Europeans, all the European countries, the so-called Arabs that are Edomites as well, not all of them. They all going to get put to death. Go into slavery. Go ahead.
Against the Holy One of Israel.
Go back to the Go back to finish Job 18.
Job 20 and 4.
So yeah, like, man, Job is a powerful book. If you Israelites haven't read Job, I suggest you read Job for sure. And this brother's gonna bring out a lot of powerful precepts and prophecies and judgments on these damn Edomites. Go ahead.
Knowest not thou that this of old, since man was placed upon the earth,
Go ahead.
that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
The triumphing of the wicked is short. 500 years is short in the eyes of the Most High. So we gotta have faith and hope as Israelites. If we follow these laws, we're gonna get saved out of this place. But go ahead.
No, it's not. It's old system. Okay, that the triumph of the wicked is short.
Go ahead.
And the joy of the hypocrite will but for a moment.
Joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So all these laws they pass that oppress us and keep us from prospering in this place, it's not really a big issue unless you want to live here. We don't want to live here. We want to go back to our own land, Israel, Jerusalem. So the hypocritical way of this land is not going to last. Go ahead.
Okay, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Go ahead.
And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
His excellency mount up to the heavens. His kingdom, all his riches, all that nonsense, mount up to the heavens. Go ahead.
And his hand reach unto the clouds.
His hand reach up to the clouds, satellites, all that technology to spy on us, all that nonsense. Go ahead.
Yet he shall perish forever.
He shall what?
Yet he shall perish forever.
Exactly. So-called white race is going to perish forever in due time. Go ahead.
That's right.
Like this on dung.
Go ahead.
They which have seen him shall say,
They which have seen him shall say what?
where is he?
Where is the white man? Read.
He shall fly away as a dream.
He's going to fly away like a dream. We're going to forget about him after a while. He's going to be going off the face of the earth. Go ahead.
And shall not be found.
He shall not be found. Read.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Exactly. He's going to be chased away like a vision, like a shadow. We're going to see him, we're not going to see him no more. Because of his wickedness. He's going to be paid back. Read.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
We're not going to see this white man no more ruling and wickedness. Read.
That's right.
Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Exactly. He's not going to be in America. He's not going to be in Australia. He's not going to be in Europe. He's not going to be in Africa. He's not going to be in no place on the earth. He's going to be destroyed after 1,000 years of slavery. Read.
His children shall seek to please the poor.
He's going to seek to please the poor. What ways is that? Section 8. All that other nonsense, food stamps. That's to keep us satisfied just for a moment. Month to month. That don't make no damn sense. That's not prosperous for us. Go ahead.
Okay. And his hands shall restore their goods.
Exactly. It says to restore their goods. After we take them into slavery, we're going to have all the riches again. We're not going to need it, but we will have it because they stole it from us. Go ahead.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth.
Exactly. The bones are full of the sin of his youth. From the time this white man got into power, sin has been abound in the earth. Read.
Which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Exactly. They're going to be lie down with him in the dust. The lowest state. Go ahead.
Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth.
Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth. Read.
Though he hide it under his tongue.
Exactly. He tried to hide the wickedness under his tongue. And the prophets of the Most High, the Israelites of the Bible, Black Hispanic Native Americans, we already discovered the secrets of this damn devil.
That's right.
We're not envious of his riches or his devices. We're not blind to that nonsense. Go ahead.
Though he spare it and forsake it not,
Go ahead.
but keep it still within his mouth.
Exactly. Keep wickedness in his mouth. Read.
Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asps within him.
Go ahead.
He has swallowed down riches,
He swallowed down riches. Go ahead.
and he shall vomit them up
He's
again.
going to vomit them up again. All these gold and oil, diamonds, and all this stuff, these treasures that he stole from the Taino Indians in Africa, wherever the case may be, he's going to vomit them up again. He ain't going to need it no more. He'll be enslaved.
That's right.
Building our kingdom up.
That's right.
You have a question?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good? What's your nationality?
Slavery sounds good to me.
Yeah, slavery sounds good to you. Go ahead.
The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
Go ahead.
He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him.
Exactly. You're going to be slave. Read.
He shall not see the rivers,
Go ahead.
the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore.
Exactly. He labors for all that stolen goods, going to different countries, getting all that stuff that he's trying to sell back to us for hundreds of percentage above value at its worth. We're going to get that restored in the kingdom. Read.
And shall not swallow it down. According to his substance
Go ahead.
shall the restitution be.
Exactly. We're going to be restored. Let's say at the Most High. We're not looking for reparations from this damn devil with Babylon. Because America's going to be destroyed. That paper fiat currency ain't worth a damn thing anymore.
Right.
Why would we want that? Why do we want to build America? This Israelites talking about building houses, getting all these other cars and all this other nonsense, acting like we're not going to be in the banking place. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Go ahead.
And he shall not rejoice therein,
Uh-huh.
because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor. Because he hath violently taken away an house which he built not.
I think something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
He'll be picking on everybody that walk by. He'll pick on the wrong one. Something might happen to him. Go ahead.
Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly.
Exactly. He's not gonna feel quietness in his belly. He don't feel quietness in his belly right now. He got an Israelite named a future terrorist right now. All because he reading the Bible. You know why? Because this damn devil at the top of the global elites, they know these prophecies are gonna come to pass. And they know the prophecy of Ezekiel 37 is coming together right now.
Facts.
Right.
We come together, the nations come back to these laws, and expose the evil. All the wickedness, what did the verse say? Wickedness under his tongue. We already know what's going on. He fears us the most. That's why we got on the ADL list, Southern Poverty Law Center, as future terrorists. And a hate group. We're not a hate group. We're a truth group. We speak the truth of the Bible. That's it, the Most High. Exactly. We love the Black Hispanic Native Americans. That's right. We're not Black Hebrew Israelites. We're the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible.
That's right.
That's right.
Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom coming together under one accord as a nation of the Most High. Go ahead.
He shall not save of that which he desired.
Uh-huh.
There shall none of his meat be left.
Exactly. None of his meat shall be left. None of his riches, none of his food will be left. Go ahead.
Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Uh-huh.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
He's going to be in straits. He's going to be in poverty, oppressed. Go ahead.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Go ahead.
When he is about to fill his belly,
Exactly. Go ahead.
the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Exactly. When he's about to fill his belly, when he think he's about to get his accomplishments and reach his goal, the Most High going to put that fury on him. Read.
It shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Exactly. Rain upon him like he's eating. Thermonuclear fires going to come down on this place while he's eating. Why do you think he's going to be oppressing the Israelites furthermore? And FEMA camps, putting RFID chips in people, that's not going to work. All devices is not going to work in very due time. So that's why we're out here to tell you guys to repent as Israelites before it's too late. We don't want you caught up in that madness. Be aware of what's going on. Go ahead.
Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon,
He's going to try to flee from that iron weapon. Read.
and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Exactly. The bull is still going to strike them through. Them thermonuclear fires will strike Babylon through and destroy this place.
That's right.
Read.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body.
Go ahead.
Yea, the glistening sword cometh out of his gall.
The glistening sword. What's that? What's a glistening sword? It's not a sword you spit shine. It's not a sword you put Windex on. It's talking about a damn nuke. Read.
And the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of his body. Yet, the glistening sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Terrors are upon him. Read.
All darkness shall be hid in his secret places.
Exactly. All darkness shall be hidden in secret places. Read.
A fire not blown shall consume him.
A fire not blown shall consume him. Read.
It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Go ahead.
The heavens shall reveal his iniquity,
The heaven shall reveal his iniquity. Read.
and the earth shall raise up against him.
The earth will raise up against him. Go ahead.
The increase of his house shall depart,
Go ahead.
and his goods shall flow away in the day of wrath.
Exactly. These goods gonna throw away in the day of wrath. It ain't gonna mean nothing when the Most High come for this damn white man.
That's right.
That's right.
It's not gonna help them. All that technology is not gonna help them. Period. The spiritual power, the angels of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is not gonna help this damn devil. Go ahead.
This is the portion of a wicked man
This is the portion of a wicked man. Go ahead.
from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
Exactly. All this judgment and wickedness and destruction that's gonna come upon this damn white man in Babylon is appointed under the Most High. That's what he's doing. Go to we stand in Job. read Job for a while more. Job 27, 13 to 17. So yeah, as you can see, Job is pronouncing judgment in the land of Edom about the so-called white man as far as future prophecy. So if you don't see it, we're going to tell it to you. Even if you remove the Bible, which we won't, even as a just man is looking at the wickedness that the white man has done over time, the history that's been given to us, the history that we have researched, you know damn well the white man's kingdom shouldn't be here anymore because his oppression is too much. He doesn't deserve to live anymore, honestly. It doesn't make sense. Why even want the oppressor to rule over you? That's not how righteousness works. Go ahead.
This is the Job 27 and 13. This is the portion of a wicked man.
This is the portion of a wicked man. This is the second time Job said it. Read.
With the Most High. And the heritage of oppressors.
Go ahead. Wait a minute. The heritage of who?
Of oppressors.
The heritage of oppressors. All these European nations passed down that wealth of wickedness because they put us in slavery all that time. Go ahead.
Which they shall receive of the Almighty.
They're going to receive a judgment from the Almighty. Read.
If his children be multiplied.
If his children be multiplied, what?
It is for the sword.
It's for the sword. It's for death. Read.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Exactly. He's not going to be satisfied with bread. Read.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death.
They're going to be buried in what?
Death.
In death. They're going to be buried in death. They're going to be put to death. Death saith the Most High. Read.
And his widows shall not weep.
Widows shall not weep. They're going to be died right along with it. Verse 17.
Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
Exactly. The just going to put on all their riches after it's said and done. Even when we don't have it, even though you see quote-unquote millionaires that's in this nation, the economy's going to collapse. They ain't going to be in a damn thing. They're going to have to get RFID chip to spend whatever money they got. And it's not going to work. But,
and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Exactly. The innocent shall divide the silver. All the riches that they accumulated, we going to have that stuff. And we going to rule with righteousness. What is Job 30? This is all the judgment pronounced on this damn Edomites. Whoever he is in the army is what it's on. They're going to feel the wrath of the Most High very soon. 33.
Job 30 and 3. For want and famine, they were solitary.
Go ahead. This is talking about the Edomites when they first ran into the caves. Read.
Solitary. Flying into the wilderness.
Flying into the wilderness, read.
In former time, desolate and waste.
Exactly. This is around the time of Genghis Khan and all that. Read.
Who cut up mallows by the bushes.
Exactly. This is talking about eating berries and leaves and all this other nonsense. They couldn't eat nothing else. They were in caves. Read.
And juniper roots for their meat.
Go ahead.
They were driven forth from among men.
They were driven forth from among men. Read.
They cried after them. As after a thief.
As after a thief, a vagabond, just like Cain was. Read.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
Go ahead.
And causes of the earth. Caves of the earth.
And caves of the earth. That's how you know Caucasians are cave dwellers.
That's right.
Because they got ran to them damn caves by the damn Hamites and Genghis Khan. Go ahead.
And in the rocks. Among the bushes they brave.
What's your question? What's up?
Hi.
What's
How
up?
are you? I'm Sheila. Nice to meet you guys.
How you doing?
Good, thank you. Are you reading the Bible?
Absolutely.
Cool, right on. Well, yeah, I was like encouraged just to see brothers out here just sharing the good news, the gospel. That's really great. Then I saw this and I just felt like I'm trying to understand why you guys felt called to come out here.
Well, you asked two different questions actually. So is it about the picture or is it about our particular message?
Yeah, what's your message?
Our message is that us as Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, actually, what's your nationality?
I'm white. I'm like a mixture.
Caucasian. Your father's white.
Yeah, I'm like a mixture of German, Russian,
Some European nations.
yeah.
Okay, great. So basically, our message, according to the Bible, history and prophecy, you believe in the Bible.
You do, yeah.
You read about the prophets of the Bible,
Yeah.
prophecies and all that. Old Testament,
Like
New Testament.
the messianic prophecy of like the coming of Jesus Christ.
I mean,
or...
that's definitely prophecy, but there's more prophecies in that.
Okay.
There's prophecies about slavery, it's prophecies about oppression, it's prophecies about famine,
Yeah.
wars,
Yeah, I
rumors of
believe
wars.
all the Bible.
I'm proud of you. So basically, our message, according to the Bible, you know about the Israelites and shit, right? We are the Hebrew Israelites, according to prophecy.
That's right.
So if you read the Old Testament, Moses gave the law to the Israelites. He said if they don't follow the law, they're going to slavery. So according to Deuteronomy 28, we're going to read it real quick.
Yeah.
The Black, Hispanic, Native Americans were enslaved by the European nations, as well as different judges. If you read Judges before, judges.
Well, when they were enslaved by Egypt, or?
Well, that's just one captivity. So obviously you know about Babylon, you know about Assyria.
Yeah.
You read about
So you
that.
mean like the Philistines when they went?
Well, that's just one captivity as well. So the Philistines talk about that in Judges.
Yeah.
Where it talks about what's his name? I'm talking about Samson. Samson was in Judges.
Oh, yeah.
Samson destroyed the Philistines.
In chapter 13 through 16.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, yeah. So basically, in Daniel as well, you know about the statue of Daniel, right?
What are you pertaining to?
When Nebuchadnezzar had that dream about the statue, Daniel prophesying to the
Yeah.
you know, prophecy something. Basically, the prophecies in Daniel about the statue is talking about 4 different kingdoms that rule the earth.
Yeah.
Babylon,
Okay.
Persians and Medes.
Yes.
You heard about that? It talks about the Greeks and the Romans. Familiar with the New Testament about the Israelites were oppressed in Rome as well in Christ's time, correct? So, along with all that, those were Negroes in those oppressions.
That's
those
right.
fake white people you see right now. So our message, as far as the science is concerned, they painted a fake white Jesus in 1492. That's not Jesus. Jesus is a Negro, woolly hair, as we read in Revelation.
Yes.
Why does it matter?
Because it's in the Bible.
But,
It's in the Bible.
but
You
when
say you believe in the Bible.
yeah, but when God sent his son, right, to come, Jesus never, other than being a Nazarene, he never really talked about, like, when people asked him, who are you? He wasn't really concerned with the color of his skin. You know what I mean?
But who's
Like,
this?
I think that there are many different imageries in the world, and I think we all won't really know until we are face to face
But it
with
says in the
God.
Bible. It says it in the Bible.
Hold on, I listened to you. Just listen to me really quick and hear me out. What's your name?
49 Van Ness
Hi,
Mission
I'm
to
Sheila. Nice
North
to meet you
Point
guys.
and Van Ness.
My point is to try to understand, like, rather than try to figure out, like, what color Jesus' skin was. Like, if you are a true follower of Christ, and you are called to be like salt and light, right? To be potent like you guys are right now. And that's awesome. And I like stand behind you in that. And I think bringing the good news, the message of Jesus Christ, and not being ashamed of the gospel, right? Because it's to bring light. So I agree with that, and I think that's so good. But when Jesus was asked, like, who am I? He wasn't really concerned with the color of his skin when people asked him who he was, right? He says, I am who I am. I am the great I am. So my point is, when it seems a little bit divisive to like have almost like this anger, but I want to understand where you're coming from, and I want to empathize if there is some truth that you guys are trying to like bring forth that has been rejected or ignored. But I also feel like what's so important is to like be bearing fruit, right? To be like joyful, peace, love, patient, right? Long suffering. Like that's what we're called to be. And
ahead.
What's your purpose?
Well, you said a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
So I want to.
This is my friend Amber, by the way.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So I want to answer everything that you said. You said a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. But yeah, I remember what you said just now about fruits, love, patience, all that stuff. But we're gonna read the Bible. That's all we do here. You know, I hope you don't get offended. But if you do, I honestly don't care. But we're gonna read the Bible and see how the Most High feels in the Bible. You believe in the New Testament and the Old Testament, right? Go ahead. Proverbs 11:1.
False balance is an abomination to the Most High.
False balance is an abomination. So it can't be all love. Have some type of indignation or hate. What if you get these three? It can't be all love and not hate certain things. Do you hate certain things in the world that you see?
Oh, I hate sin. Yeah.
You hate sin? Are you a sinner?
Yes.
Do you hate yourself?
I hate the sin that is in me. Yeah.
Does God hate sinners?
He doesn't hate sinners, but he hates sin.
Are you sure?
Well, Jesus Christ came not to condemn the world, but to save the world from their sin. And so Jesus sees us in the image of God.
I agree with that. But I'm asking you, if you said you hate sin, and you're a sinner, and you said God doesn't hate sin, we're going to read the Bible first, and that actually contradicts what you're saying. But
What church do you guys go to?
Church?
we are the church.
We are the church.
We don't go to a
Just
physical
you
building.
guys, just y'all three.
Well, no, we have a congregation,
Oh, really?
not
Where
necessarily a
Where
building.
you guys meet at?
We right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On Sundays?
Today's Saturday. No, we meet on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Every
Yeah.
Saturday at this time?
Because you know, in the New Testament says, Christ says, go to the highways and byways, be my sheep to the bear. That's what we're doing. We're not going to sit in the building with people who can't see us.
Yeah.
That's not how you bear fruit, like you said.
I agree.
So we're not going to stand in the building because it says in Acts 7, the Most High doesn't dwell in the temple of man's hands. So we're not going to be in no church acting like we're sanctified and saved. And that's not what Christ is. Christ preached openly to the world, correct? So why would we be in the building? That's ridiculous.
I agree with that. That's good. Yeah, we also believe that.
So that's why we don't go to a physical building. And that's just kind of
Have you guys seen a lot of opportunities to like pray and encourage people out here in their time?
well, like I said, we preach balance. Like I said, there's a time to hate, there's a time to love.
I don't think there's a time to hate.
That's what the Bible says. That's what Solomon said. We're gonna read it right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, but
Bring that out.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 4.
Go ahead.
3 and 3. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up.
Time to break down and time to build up. Read.
A time to weep, a time to laugh.
Go ahead.
A time to mourn, a time to dance.
Go ahead.
A time to cast away stones,
Time to cast away stones.
and a
Read.
time to gather stones.
Time to gather stones. Read.
A time to embrace,
Uh-huh.
and a time to refrain from
Time
embracing.
to refrain. Push away. Read.
A time to get, and a time to lose.
Uh-huh.
A time to keep, and a time to cast away.
Time to keep and time to cast away. Read.
A time to rend, and a time to sow.
Go ahead.
A time to keep silence, and a time to speak.
Time to keep silence and a time to speak.
A time to love, and a time to hate.
Time to love and a time to hate. This is what King Solomon said. The wisest man on earth.
That's right.
Time to love and a time to hate. That's why I brought out earlier. A false balance is an abomination. So there's a time to love and a time to hate. Go to you said something else. I'm trying to remember. Psalms 5 and 5.
alright, I'm not gonna say it. I just
Like I said, all we're gonna do is read the Bible. We're not gonna just go off our own head.
but putting this out here is not just reading the Bible.
Okay.
This
Well,
is
This is a false thing.
taking people away
This is an idol.
from the word of God.
So you believe this is Christ?
Why?
You believe this is Christ, though, right? That's why you stopped.
No, Jesus Christ is in us.
So
And
who's
through
that?
the Holy Spirit, we are able to reunite.
So why did the Catholic Church paint this image?
I really feel like you guys have.
trying to kill it.
I really feel, and I'm just saying,
I'm from
like,
Jamaica. We have wine and Judah. I'm gonna tell you about that.
Hey, brother, we're having a conversation.
anyway, God bless you
Hey, can we
guys.
read you the
We can
description
talk
of
about
what
it
Christ
later.
was?
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, read Revelations.
Your judgment is coming swiftly.
Ben
You're going in slavery.
That's right.
Please.
Devil. You're the damn devil.
That's right.
I don't want to hear this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sister, too.
Why would she be upset if?
Fix the camera.
Why would she be upset about the poster if that isn't? If she didn't
It
think
don't
that?
matter. You asked about it, right? So I'm gonna tell you about it. Everything else is gonna be out of the Bible, just like that picture's not in the Bible.
Cut the hell out of it. That Ecclesiastes, you said, I don't think so.
Yeah, like, what the hell are you talking about? That's how you know damn Christianity's of Satan. Get 1 Timothy 4. 1 Timothy 4 and 1 to 2. This is exactly what's going on in today's age. Where's your church? We are the church. If you know that, if you read the Bible, it would say that. Whether two or three gathered in my name, there I am with you. So what are you talking about? I don't need to go to no damn building. Damn devil. I was gonna cut her with Psalms 5 and 5. And I was gonna write Psalms 12 and 7. Go ahead.
Psalms 1 Timothy 4 and 1.
Read.
Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, some shall depart from the faith.
Some shall depart from the faith. Them damn devils don't got no damn faith. They don't have the Spirit of the Most High on them. They don't have Christ in them or nothing. They don't follow the laws. She just said the Most High hates sin, not the sinner. That's going to get cut very quick. Read.
Giving heed to the seducing spirits.
She gives heed to seducing spirits. Read.
And doctrines of devils.
And what?
Doctrines of devils.
She has the doctrine of a devil on her. That a damn so-called white man that she worships like this damn image. That's why she got so offended. She would have stayed 5 more minutes. I would have cut her ass again. Go ahead.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy. Christ I love. Like, what are you talking about? That was cut within 5 minutes of the conversation. Go ahead.
Having their conscience seared with the hot iron.
Her conscience was seared with a hot iron. Irreparable. She don't have the Spirit of the Most High. She don't have Christ in her. She has the Spirit of Satan and the doctrine of a devil on her. Go to Psalm 5 and 5. We gonna cut her real quick, even though she's not here no more. Come with her soft
look like y'all
voice.
got it together, man. I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely. Here is my brother. Give him a flyer.
Right now.
No, you know, flyers right here.
She's done 26 years with her. My son, Mark. He's 6 years old. He's 9 years old. That's got to do with 26 years in the feds. You know.
Really?
He shot 13 times, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Over 4 times. I got a pardon by Obama, but I got a pardon by that.
Absolutely.
I love y'all, man.
Read that flyer, brother. Go to Psalm 5 and 5.
Psalms 5 and 5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
That little girl was a fool. Read.
Thou hatest
what?
all workers of iniquity.
Workers of iniquity. Everybody that commits iniquity, sin, God hates them. Period.
That's right.
Go to Psalm 12 and 7.
Psalms 12 and 7.
Proverbs 12 and 7, my bad. Proverbs 12 and 7. We're going to see how God feels about the wicked. She said she's a sinner, and she hates sin, but she doesn't hate herself. What are you talking about? Does that make sense? Doesn't make no damn sense. Read.
Proverbs 12 and 7. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand.
The house of the righteous shall stand. Not these damn wicked churches.
14, Mission 2, Berry Plaza.
Yeah, man. I was just waiting to cut her. I knew she was gonna come with that same Christian rhetoric and dogma, acting like, oh, Christ didn't care. No, it's Christ said, he who believes that on me, as the scripture has said, his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Yeah, I was gonna go to her next. I wanted to get Psalm 5 and 5, but you like that?
Psalm 7 and 11. The Most High judges the righteous.
Go ahead.
And the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
Exactly. God's angry with the wicked every day. If you commit sin, you're in wickedness. So God hates you.
That's
that damn devil that came up acting like we're preaching some type of false doctrine or something. She don't know a damn thing. She's wicked as hell. She's going into slavery. And I hope she comes back next week so I can cut her some more.
Facts.
That's right. Give her this blessing. Go to Job 30. Yeah, man. her little Jake friend pulled her away because she knew it was coming. She probably heard it before. She probably knows what's gonna happen. She didn't want to partake. Like, so you don't agree with King Solomon, the most wisest man on earth? He said it's a time to love and a time to hate. So you agree?
Job 30 and 5. They were driven forth from among men.
So yeah, this is talking about the Edomites back in the ancient days before they got ran to them caves. Read.
They cried after them as a thief, as after a thief. To dwell in the cliffs of the valley.
Go ahead.
In caves of the earth.
They were in caves of the earth. Read.
And in the rocks. Among the bushes they braved.
Among the bushes they braved. Panted and chanted. Read.
Under the needles they were gathered together. They were children of fools.
They were children of what?
Of fools.
Children of fools and what else?
Yea, children of base men.
Children of base men, the lowest of the earth, vile of the earth, wicked of the earth, the heathen of the earth, the chief heathen of the earth.
Facts. They were viler than the earth.
They were viler than the earth. Read.
And now am I their song? Yea, I am their byword.
I am their byword. We're Negroes and spitting to them right now. We're not the Israelites. Go ahead.
They abhor me.
They abhor me. They hate us. Read.
They flee far from me. And spare not to spit in my face.
They spare not to spit in my face. That Edomite walked up and spit in my face, acting like I'm preaching some false doctrine. Guess what? Just like what Job 20 said, they're gonna be flee from us like a shadow, pretty much. I'm gonna forget all about that demon pretty soon. It's gonna be in slavery and wiped off. Read.
Because he hath loosened my cord and afflicted me.
They have loosened my cord and afflicted me. Go ahead.
They have also let loose the bridle before me. Right over.
Go to Job 36.
Job 36 and 6.
Read.
He preserveth not the life of the wicked.
He preserveth not the life of the wicked. Read.
But giveth right to the poor.
Giveth right to the poor. We're the poor of the earth. Read.
He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous.
He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous. Even though we're in sin and wickedness, he knows there's going to be a remnant left to keep these laws and raise up the 1/3 in the elect. Read.
But with kings are they on the throne. Yea, he doth establish them forever.
Go ahead.
And they are exalted.
Not hate.
Yeah, whatever. Sodomite. Somebody say something to him?
No.
That's a damn demon. That's a damn demon.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
He walked to the corner right here and he turned around, like he just literally turned around and it was like, I'm calling the cops.
That's fine.
He said that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, run away.
And if verse 6, verse Salakia, verse 8. Verse 7. He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous.
Go ahead.
But with kings are they on the throne.
Go ahead.
Yea, he doth establish them forever. And they are exalted.
They are exalted. We're going to be exalted in the last days when Christ returns. Read.
Verse 8. And if they be bound in fetters.
Go ahead.
And be holden in cords of affliction.
Go ahead.
Then he showeth them their work.
Show them their work. Read.
And their transgression that they have exceeded.
Go ahead.
He openeth also their ears to discipline.
He opened up our ears of discipline. After we went off, he opened our ears of discipline. Following these laws and disciplining these laws. Even though we fall short sometimes. Read.
He commanded they that return from iniquity.
They that return from iniquity, the Israelites. Read.
If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity.
We're going to spend our days in prosperity, ruling the earth, not worrying about nothing else. Keeping these laws is going to give us that righteousness in the kingdom. Ruling all these damn heathens. Read.
And their years and pleasures.
And their years and pleasures. Read.
But if they obey not,
If they obey not, read.
they shall perish by the sword.
Exactly. We're going to die by the sword, just like we're doing to this day. Most of our people is not following these laws and susceptible to that judgment. Read.
And they shall die without knowledge.
They're going to die without knowledge. They're going to die without the truth. They're going to have to go back to the spirit world, get regenerated, and Lord willing, they bring them to the truth. And this place ain't destroyed by this. Read.
But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath.
The hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. So if you say you follow these laws and you don't do it, the Most High already knows you're gonna get put. You're gonna get put in that turmoil. You're not gonna get beaten up in that last day. Read.
They cry not when he bindeth them. They dying in youth.
Read.
And their life is among the unclean.
Exactly. Their life is among the unclean. That sodomite, he was an Israelite. I know it. I see him switching up the block. I'm like, damn. They need to come up out of that. They ain't gonna talk about you gonna call the cops.
You
talking about we
stepped
preaching
on the
hate.
sign last time. That was the same one.
I don't remember doing that.
That was him.
When was that? Oh, last week.
He said a miss is gonna come and smack you upside your head.
No. The cracker did that. The cracker stepped on the
Yeah,
sign.
that wasn't him.
and
That
did
wasn't
that.
him.
No, that wasn't him.
Yeah, I'm like, I remember him. That ain't him. But yeah, either way, he can call the cops all he wants. He's a damn sodomite. That dude got serious mental issues. He's reprobate.
And opened their ears in oppression. Even so, when he have removed thee out of the straight into a broad place, where there is no straightness.
Go ahead.
And that which shall be set on thy table should be full of fatness.
Exactly. Psalm 78.
God bless you. Have a good night.
Psalm 7 and 8. The Most High shall judge the people. Judgment, O power.
Exactly.
According to my righteousness.
According to my righteousness, man.
And according to my integrity that is in me.
Exactly. That's to keep the law. We have integrity. Our righteousness is a filthy rag, but it's still something that shows the Most High we have faith in. And we want to come back to him with sincerity, with a contrary heart. Read.
Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end.
Exactly. Let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. Go ahead.
But establish the just.
But establish the just. Read.
For the righteous power trieth the hearts of reins and reigns.
Yeah, go ahead.
My defense is of the Most High.
My defense is of the Most High, so I'm not worried about this Edomite's devices, like I said. Call the cops. I don't give a damn. We're going to be here next week. Period.
That's right.
That's right.
Which saveth the upright in heart.
Which saveth the upright in heart. Read.
The Most High judges the righteous.
Go ahead.
And the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
Exactly. The Most High is angry with the wicked every day. We just brought that out. Read.
If he turn not, he will whet his sword.
Go ahead.
He hath bent his bow, and made it ready.
Made it ready. Read.
He had also prepared for him the instruments of death.
He also prepared for him the instruments of death. Read.
He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors.
Exactly. Arrows against the persecutors. Talking about these damn chiefly so-called white men of the nation. Them arrows going to be ICBM arrows with USSR on it. Read. That's okay, go to Psalm 9, 2, all the way to
Psalms 9 and 2. I will be glad and rejoice in thee.
Exactly. We're going to be glad and rejoice in the Most High. Read.
I will sing praise to thy name.
Read.
O thou Most High. When when my enemies are turned back.
Exactly. We're going to rejoice when the enemies are turned back. Read.
They shall fall and perish at thy presence.
Exactly. They're going to fall and perish from the Most High. And Yahushua gets sent back from the Most High. Read.
For thou hast maintained my right and my cause.
Exactly. The Most High going to retain our right and our cause. being on these street corners is the right the Most High put us in. And he gonna maintain us until the end. Read.
Thou saidst, thou saidst in the throne judging right.
The Most High sat in the throne judging right. Read.
Thou hast rebuked the heathen.
He rebuked who?
Heathen.
The heathen gonna be rebuked. Read.
Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever.
Exactly. That's exactly what Job said. They're gonna perish. They're gonna get that cup and be no more remembrance. Read.
O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end.
Exactly. The enemy of the Israelites is gonna come to a perpetual end. They're gonna be destroyed. Read.
And thou hast destroyed cities. Their memorial is perished with them.
Exactly. Their memorials are perished with them cities. Babylon and chiefly. Read.
But the Most High shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment.
He prepared his throne for judgment. Read.
And he shall judge the world in righteousness.
Exactly. Everybody that's on the earth when he judges, whether it's now or when the Christ comes back. Read.
He shall minister judgment to the people in righteousness. The Most High also will be a refuge for the oppressed.
He's gonna be our refuge. Read.
A refuge in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee.
Say what?
Thy name will put their trust in thee.
Read that part again.
And they that know thy name.
They that know thy name. What's the Most High's name? Yahweh.
That's
right.
right.
Not another madness people feel. Not Yahweh like the idiot said earlier. But Yahweh, not Yahuwah, not none of that. It's Yahweh. Go ahead.
Will put their trust in thee.
We're going to put their trust in Yahweh by Shem HaMashiach Yahushua. That's right.
For thou, the Most High, hast not forsaken them that seek thee.
The Most High not going to forsake us, so we seek the truth and sincerity. This damn goop. What the hell? You got lockjaw from all that cringe.
Sing praises to Yahweh, which dwelleth in Zion.
Which dwelleth in Zion. Read.
Declare among the people his doings. When he maketh inquisition for blood.
Read that part again.
When he maketh.
The whole part.
When he maketh.
No. Start from the top.
Sing praises to the Most High, which dwelleth in Zion.
Which dwelleth in Zion. Read.
Declare among the people his doing.
We're going to declare among the people his doing. Also, when that Edomite walked up, we're declaring the people that person the Most High is doing. He sent us out to preach the true gospel. Not the gospel of love and whatever nonsense she was preaching about. We're going to be balancing the Most High, preaching in season, out of season, judgment, and repentance to the Israelites only. Read.
When he maketh inquisition for blood.
He's going to make inquisition for blood of the Edomite spill. Read.
He remembereth them.
He's going to remember that blood. Read.
He forgetteth not the cry of the humble.
He's not going to forget our cries. Like it says in Wisdom 5, we're going to speak, or excuse me, it's Ezekiel 3, how we going to be basically crying in this place. Go ahead.
Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh. Consider my trouble, which I suffer of them that hate me.
Exactly. Consider our trouble, them that hate us. The so-called white man hates me. Black Hispanic Native American, he show by what he does. Put us in slavery, put the Indians on reservations, and he's trying to keep the Issacharites and Zebulonites out of America right now as we speak at the border. I just see a video footage. Them shooting fucking tear gas over the fence at the innocent Zebulonites and trying to get refuge here.
We don't fit the curses.
Exactly. Them Zebulonites don't fit the curses. Like, they're not Northern Kingdom. Ain't nobody in Africa going through what the Israelites are going through in America or in all the other lands in the area. Go ahead.
Thou that liftest, verse 13, have mercy upon me, O Yahweh. Consider my trouble which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death.
Read.
That I may show forth all thy praise.
We're going to show forth all the praise to the Most High. Read.
In the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation.
We're going to rejoice in our salvation. Read.
The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken.
Exactly. The net that they hid is their own foot taken. As I said before. All their devices, like I said, future troubles that we're supposed to go through, the elected 1/3, more than likely ain't going to be having to succumb to that. But some of them might. Some of them might get their head chopped off. Some might actually be preordained to take that shit. But Lord willing, not me, not us over here. Not the Israelites that keep the law.
That's right.
The Most High is known by the judgment which he executed.
What? Read that part again?
Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed.
Exactly. That's how the Most High is known. She's talking about she know Christ and know the Most High. You don't know the Most High. You don't know the judgment of the Most High. We know the judgment. We're going through the curses as we speak, as the entire nation.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. You think he's going to plan things against the Israelites and put chips in us and make us go to these FEMA camps and be under this New World Order? That's not going to happen. It's not going to fly. Read.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hi, Gayon, Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell.
They're going to be turned into hell. Read.
And all the nations that forget the Most High.
This nation forgot the Most High.
For the needy shall not always be forgotten.
The needy shall not always be forgotten. They're not going to be forgotten. Because we're promised the kingdom of heaven. Read.
The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever.
Exactly. Our expectation is to rule these other nations. Teach them the law, put them in check, break them to shivers that they can go off, and then wipe out the so-called white race after 1,000 years. Read.
Arise, O power, let not man prevail.
Let not man prevail, not this damn devil. Read.
Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Read.
Put them in fear.
Put them in fear. Read.
Oh Yahweh, that the nations may know.
The nations gonna know what?
Themselves to be but men.
But men. They're not the children of God. They're not the powers chosen from the face of the earth. Only the Israelites are, not these damn heathens. Especially not the so-called white man. Damn hell. Is that it? Go to Psalm 88. Psalm 88. Yeah, man. This lesson is about judgment. Us looking to that judgment. Escaping that judgment to be the will of the Most High and rejoicing in that judgment.
And here you come back.
That's what's up. Tell me nothing to me.
Repent or die.
Read. Go ahead.
I guess I'll die.
80 sons, 88 and 2.
On the side of the street, waiting somewhere to pay.
Let my prayers come before thee. Incline thine ear unto my cry. For my soul is full of troubles.
My soul is full of troubles, read.
And my life draweth nigh unto the grave. I am counted with them that go down into the pit.
Exactly, we're counted as those that go into the pit. We're oppressed, read.
I am as a man that has no strength.
Exactly, we're a nation that has no strength. We're in the land of our enemies, captive to this day, read.
Free among the dead.
Go ahead.
Like the slain that lie in the grave.
Go ahead.
Whom thou rememberest no more.
Go ahead.
That they are cut off from thy hand.
Read.
Thou hast laid me in the lowest pit, in darkness, in the deeps.
Exactly. Most High put us in the deeps, the lowest pit of transgression. Read.
Thy wrath lieth hard upon me, and thou hast afflicted me with all thy ways.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Selah. Thou hast put away my acquaintance far from me.
Go ahead.
Thou hast made me an abomination unto me.
Go ahead.
I am shut up, and I cannot come forth.
Read.
My eye hath mourned by reason of affliction.
Exactly. Our eyes mourn for reason of affliction. We're tired of being oppressed in this place. And it's up to the rest of our nation to wake up.
Facts.
Perish, period. That brother gonna perish. He might think being a homosexual is fine in his eyes, but he gonna die.
That's
either by disease or by thermonuclear destruction. Read.
Yahweh, I have called daily upon thee.
We call daily upon the Most High Yahweh. Read.
I have stretched out my hands unto thee. Wilt thou shew wonders to the dead?
Wilt thou show wonders to the dead? Read.
Shall the dead arise and praise thee?
Will the dead arise and praise thee? We have to die to praise you, or are we going to see deliverance in this place? That's what King David's saying to him. We got to die to sing praise to you? Like, golly, this is nonsense. Read.
Salah. Verse 11. Shall thy loving kindness be declared in the grave?
Shall our loving kindness be declared in the grave? We got to die for you to show kindness to us? But that's why we got to be out here with a contrite spirit, like I said, and repent and keep these laws. That's how we show the loving kindness to the Most High, keeping His laws. That's how we show we love the Most High. Go ahead.
Or thy faithfulness in the destruction.
Exactly. We got to be destroyed to be faithful, or we got to show our works and faithfulness while we walk on this earth. That's what David's saying to the Most High this whole time. Is that 12?
12. Shall thy wonders be known in the dark?
Shall our wonders be known in the dark? Read.
And thy righteousness in the land of forgetfulness?
Exactly. Our righteousness in the land of forgetfulness, Babylon the Great. That's why this dude just walking up here talking about you on the side of the street with signs with nobody's around. Like, who cares? This is a spiritual battle. We're not up here to please nobody.
That's
We're not up
right.
here to conform to nobody. Everybody that came up here just had some nonsense to say. Either it's, we don't have to come out. We have to come out of the Bible. The Bible got holes in it, or we're not supposed to preach hate, or God only hates sin. And that sodomite talking about, you're not preaching to nobody. You have signs. You're on the side of the street. Who cares? That's what the Most High calls us to do. Whether to hear from here, we're gonna preach the truth. Go to Proverbs 13 and 13, all the way to 22. Yeah, man, people gotta wake up. You know, I said, it's a shame because it's finding a needle in a haystack in these days for brothers that want to seek knowledge and come back to their nationality as Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, who are the Israelites. We pulling a needle in a haystack. So, like I said, Lord willing, we get more fruit, which is the real fruit. Not sister, but that Edomite we're talking about. The fruit is our work first and foremost, and bringing in people into this knowledge as an Israelite, not nothing else. Our fruit isn't being kind and loving. That's not it. We're going to be kind and loving to our own brothers, for the Israelites. Go ahead.
Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
Who despises the word shall be destroyed. That brother earlier despised the word of the Most High. Read.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Exactly. We fear the commandments. We're going to be rewarded in that last day. Read.
The law of the wise is a fountain of life.
Exactly. That's why we're alive this time. We're what does it say? A quickening spirit. We were quickened in the word of the Most High. Read.
To depart from the snares of death.
Exactly. We're trying to depart from the snares of death. Spiritual death and fornication. Read.
Good understanding giveth favor. But the way of transgressors is hard.
Exactly. The way of transgressors is hard. Read.
Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge. But a fool layeth open his folly.
Exactly. The fool layeth open his folly. Read.
A wicked messenger falleth into mischief.
Exactly. A wicked messenger falleth into mischief. So when you go into these Christian churches like that devil said we had to find or we were part of or asking about, that's what them pastors are in all that wickedness and homosexuality. Because all they care about is patting their pockets, getting fancy cars, $65 million jets, and you find out later on they having sex with little boys.
What's this one right here? San Francisco. A Pentecostal out in the avenue.
Sunset, yeah.
Got arrested for child pornography.
Pastor?
It was
somebody in church.
It was 5.
It was a pastor.
Yeah, bro. Them churches are sick.
4 Edomites, one Moabite.
There's 5 people that did it?
Yeah, 5 people
that was part of a bigger
Yeah.
Sting throughout the whole state.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All in the church and stuff. Yeah.
Well, everywhere in California, cops police arrests.
Actually, I don't know if that was the same article I read, but I read something similar on Facebook like a couple days ago.
Even police
That's
arrests.
ridiculous. Yeah, man, this place needs to burn. Go ahead.
But a faithful ambassador is health. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction.
Exactly, poverty and shame. That 72-year-old brother that walked up earlier, he was in poverty and shame talking about I got $1,000 in my pocket. I doubt it. You're 72 years old talking about you still do dope. What if people that got thousands of dollars need dope for?
That's
What are you trying to suppress? You bugged out talking about you follow Sinetta polite. That's not a problem to listen to them, but if you think we're going off and they're right, you've lost your damn mind. Go ahead.
But he that regardeth reproof shall be honored.
Exactly. We regard reproof. We get corrected and submit to the will of the Most High and the laws of the Most High, taught to us by our elders and everybody else that's preaching this truth in the Israelite nation.
The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul.
Exactly. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul. Our desire is to rule the world, which is prophecy, but we got to strive for that every day by keeping the laws and repenting if we go off. Read.
But it is abomination to fools to depart from evil.
Exactly. Read.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Following the laws is wise. Following people that keep the laws is wise. Read.
But a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
Exactly. Being a fool shall be destroyed. Read.
Evil pursueth sinners.
What?
Evil pursueth sinners.
Didn't that devil say she was a sinner earlier? Evil pursues her.
Yeah.
Not no righteous spirit, none of that. That's madness. That's why she's gonna die very soon.
That's right.
Read.
But to the righteous, good shall be repaid.
Good shall be repaid to the righteous. Read.
A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children.
Exactly. A good man leaveth the inheritance to his children's children. Oh, and if I have children, I'm gonna leave them this Bible as an inheritance.
That's
The true history of the Bible, the true history of America is when we talk to him through the Spirit and him to keep the laws no matter what. Read. And to come out and preach his word, this place goes on too long. Read.
And the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
Exactly. The wealth of this damn devil, so-called white man, is going to be laid up for us in due time. When this place gets turned inside out, upside down, and all the riches are going to be coming to us in the kingdom. Read. What was that?
49, Baghdad Mission Street, North Point, and Baghdad.
Lamentations 3:19. Remembering my affliction and my misery.
Remember our affliction and misery. Read.
The wormwood and the gall.
The slavery and the gall. Read.
My soul hath them still in remembrance and is humbled in me.
Go ahead.
This I recall to my mind. Therefore have I hope. It is of the Most High's mercy that we are not consumed.
So the Most High's mercy we're not consumed as a nation. That's what they try to do in slavery. Up until this day. Put us in jail, murder us, abort our babies and all that stuff, indoctrinate us to be like them, be homosexuals and all that. That's why the mercy is so upon us. Most of us ain't like that. Some of us might not keep the law, but they're still not homosexual. But our job is to teach them to turn away from all that and then they keep the law. See?
Because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning.
They're renewed every morning. Mercies are renewed every morning. Read.
Great is thy faithfulness.
Great is our faithfulness to the Israelites. Read.
Yahweh is my portion. Saith my soul.
Read.
Therefore will I hope in him.
We're going to hope in the Most High. Read.
The Most High is good unto them that wait for him.
Exactly. We waiting for that Most High. We're waiting for that judgment that is damn Babylon the Great. Do your house and his angels. Read.
To the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for salvation.
Exactly. Read that part again.
It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation.
Exactly. We're supposed to quietly wait and hope for that salvation, knowing that these prophecies are going to come to pass, and hope that our works, waking up our brethren all across the four corners of the earth, is going to bring that salvation sooner and the destruction of this damn wicked kingdom. Read.
Of the Most High. It is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth.
Exactly. We're going to bear the yoke and the trouble of coming out here laboring day in and day out and waking up our people, being scorned, being laughed at, whatever the case may be. If police called on us, we're going to bear that yoke in our youth.
That's
so
right.
We have the power to do so through the Spirit. We're going to get into why we prophesy. 1 Corinthians 13. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 13 and 9. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part.
Exactly. We know what these prophecies say. We don't know all the prophecies, but we know the main prophecies that lead us and to give us understanding. Knowing that this kingdom is going to come to an end, knowing that we are the Israelites, knowing who the damn devil is, the Edomites, so-called white man, and that this place is not going to last long. We know that in part. Read.
When that which is perfect is come.
When that which is perfect is come, Yahweh, read.
Then that which is in part shall be done away.
Exactly. We're not going to have to struggle with the scriptures. Yahweh going to come back and we're going to know everything in the kingdom. We'll be righteous, right before him, and keeping the laws forever. When that new covenant comes, we're in our hearts and minds. Go to next chapter 14.
Corinthians 14 and 2. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men.
Exactly. All these Christians speaking in tongues, whatever you want to call it, that gibberish, they don't speak to men. Read.
But unto the Most High.
Exactly. They speak to the Most High. We don't understand that. Read.
For no man understandeth it.
Exactly. No man understands that nonsense. Read.
Howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries.
He's speaking mysteries. Read.
But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men.
Exactly. He that prophesies, we speak unto men that prophesy. Read.
To edification.
Yeah, we edify brothers in the spirit. All these prophecies, Genesis 49, Deuteronomy 33, Deuteronomy 28, all that chapters, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Amos, Joel, all the prophets that we quote, we speaking to edify people because that's history and future prophecy that's going to come to pass. Really?
And exhortation. And comfort.
Exactly, and comfort, knowing that the future prophecy is going to come is for our benefit. Read.
He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself.
Exactly, he edified himself. It don't mean nothing because nobody understands that. Read.
But he that prophesieth edifieth the church.
Exactly, we edify the church by prophesying. The downfall of this wicked kingdom is the chief prophecy we're going to bring out, along with waking up our nation as Israelites, proving who we are through history and prophecy. Read.
I would that ye all speak with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy.
Exactly. I would rather you speak in tongues, but since we don't understand it, you got to prophesy. That's what we sent to do. Read.
For greater is he that prophesieth.
Greater is he that prophesieth. Read.
Than he that speaketh tongues.
Exactly. We greater than them people that speak gibberish that nobody can understand. All that church madness, I think is in the Bible. None of that's in the Bible. You can't interpret that nonsense. You're not supposed to speak it. You're supposed to speak prophecy. Everybody can speak that Christ is coming back. That's all the church will say, but they're trying to preach prosperity. That's not it. The Most High wants you rich, He's going to make you rich. And put things in your path for you to prosper in the earth. But ultimately, Babylon's going to be destroyed. That's another prophecy.
Which is forenamed before you even came in. You're going to be rich or not.
Period. Exactly. If Most High wants you rich, He's going to make you rich. If you got to sell your soul to be rich, hey, that's what He ordained for you. Then you're going to be destroyed in the end. And that's another prophecy that He put up for the people's sake. That's it.
For greater is he that prophesieth than he that speaketh the tongues, except he interpret.
Exactly. If you don't interpret them tongues, there's no meaning to it. It's not fruitful. It's not edification. Read.
That the church may receive edifying. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you?
Exactly. If I come to you speaking in tongues, what's going to be the profit of that? Read.
Except I shall speak to you either by revelation.
Exactly. You don't speak in revelation. The prophecies of revelation. Read.
Or by knowledge.
Or the law. Read.
Or by prophesying or by doctrine.
Exactly. Which one is going to be more edifying to you? Prophesying, revealing things to you in the scriptures, or speaking in tongues? That's the question Paul is posing. And obviously he's talking about prophesying as the chief thing, the greater thing out of all those substances.
Verse 22. Wherefore tongues are for a sign.
Tongues are for a sign. Read.
Not to them that believe.
Not to them that believe. Read.
But to them that believe not.
Exactly. People that believe not are caught up in the tongues. That's why the Christian church, they think tongues means something and praying and dancing and doing all that jingling and all that nonsense. They think that's profitable for them. Read.
But prophesying servant not for them.
Exactly. Prophesying is no servant to the people in the church. Read.
Them that believe not.
Exactly. Them that believe not, prophesying don't serve them. Read.
But for them which believe, if therefore the whole church be come together into one place, and all speak with tongues,
read,
and there come in those that are unlearned,
coming in that unlearned, see people speaking in tongues, read,
or unbelievers, will they not say that ye are mad?
Exactly. They're gonna think you mad. What the hell are you talking about? Why are you speaking in tongues? What is that? Who can interpret that for me? Nobody. They're gonna think you're going mad. You bugged out. And that's what I used to think in the church. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And that's exactly what Paul's talking about in 1 Corinthians. Read.
But if all prophecy,
if all prophesy, read.
And there come in one that believe not.
Exactly. One person comes in and see you prophesying, read.
And one unlearned.
And one unlearned. Go ahead.
He is convinced of all.
He's convinced of everything that we're talking about. Because we prophesy. And prophecies are already written in the Bible. Go ahead.
He is judged of all.
He's judged of all because he understands the prophecy. That gibberish and nonsense that they speak, it's no profit, it's no edification. Go ahead.
And thus are the secrets of his heart made manifest.
Exactly, through the prophets of his Bible. The secrets of the Most High's heart are made manifest. Go ahead.
And so, falling down his own face, he will worship the Most High.
Exactly, we don't worship the Most High, not Christ, not Yahweh. Yahweh is going to be raised up to worship, but not right now. Not right now. We're not supposed to worship Christ. We're supposed to worship the Most High. Read.
And report that power is in you of a truth.
Exactly. You don't report that power is in us of the truth. So we speak these prophecies and worship the Most High. Read.
How is it then, brethren, when ye come together,
read,
every one of you have a song, and have the doctrine,
read,
have the tongue,
everybody got something different, read,
have the revelation,
everybody got something,
have the interpretation, let all things be done unto edifying.
Exactly, read.
If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three.
Exactly. You're supposed to be able to interpret that stuff. It's not talking about no gibberish. It's talking about these brothers speaking Spanish to somebody. He's reading the Bible in Spanish. He's edifying in Spanish. That's what it's talking about.
Going into the Greek, you see it's languages, right?
Exactly.
And by
What's that? Gas? You need gas, right? It's right up there. What?
I'll go.
Yeah, go. Anyway, keep reading. That's a damn heathen anyway. What'd he say?
Need some money.
The fuck? What? Get out of here. What the hell look like?
Yeah. I said, what you need? He's like, some money for some gas. I'm like, brother, we all need some gas. Like, what you need? We all need some
gas
money. Yeah, we all need some money.
Ain't you? What? Man, these heathens is out of control.
Yeah, what you mean you need some money?
Your whip look better than mine. What are you talking about? You need money for gas. These heathens already rule over us. You don't need nothing but slavery, read. I'm like, you need gas? The gas station's over there. You want money from me? That's not gonna happen. We the one that need money.
If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by 2 or at most by 3.
Exactly, that's what I said before. You speak another tongue, you speak French, have another French brother, edify somebody that speaks French with you. Spanish, have another brother speak Spanish, right next to you, edifying in Spanish. That's a proper interpretation, edification, read.
And that by course, and let one interpret.
Exactly, let one interpret, read.
But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent.
Exactly, let him keep silent, go ahead.
In the church.
Exactly, ain't no point to speaking in them unknown tongues if somebody can't understand you. Go ahead.
And let him speak to himself.
Exactly, let him speak to himself. Go on to YouTube and learn another a doctrine by somebody else that can speak to you in that tongue. Read.
And unto the Most High, let the prophets speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge.
Exactly, let the prophets speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge. So while he's reading the Bible, I'm gonna bring it out and edify it, and break it down. And these brothers, Lord willing, will come to the fold and be doing the same thing in due time. Go ahead.
If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by,
read.
Let the first hold his peace.
Exactly. If somebody's getting edified, another brother comes up, let him listen first. Hold his peace. Read.
For ye may all prophesy one by one.
Exactly. Prophesy one by one. Don't cut each other off. Edify each other. Edify in order. That's what we're bringing out shortly. Read.
That all may learn.
Exactly. So all may learn. Don't interrupt somebody that's getting edified. Just pick up what they putting down, and then ask your question when they're done. Read.
And all may be comforted.
Exactly. Go ahead.
And the spirits of the prophets are subject to prophets.
Exactly. The spirits of the prophets are subject to prophets. So we subject to what was already written. We're not going to go on our own interpretation, make up our own prophecies. We're going to read exactly how it's written and break it down exactly how we understand through the Spirit. Read.
For the Most High is not the author of confusion.
Exactly. The Most High is not the author of confusion. Read.
But of peace. As in all churches of the saints.
Go to 37.
If any man, verse 37, if any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual,
read.
Let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Most High.
Exactly. That's what it says. How you know what a prophet is? Speak something that's already in his Bible. It's already came to pass, or it's future coming to pass, and show them how it makes sense. And follow these commandments while you're doing it. Go ahead.
But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Exactly. If he be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Like that devil was earlier. Read.
Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy.
Covet to prophesy. Don't covet all these riches and all this other nonsense that you see in the earth. Covet to prophesy if you're Israelite. Read.
And forbid not to speak with tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Exactly. Let all things be done decently and in order. Go to Nehemiah 8. And we're going to see how the process is of old. And this is exactly how we're doing it right now. Nehemiah 8, 4, 5.
What was that precept on the keeping silent if you don't understand?
That's 1 Corinthians 14. And I read pretty much, what was that? 1 Corinthians 14, and I think it's like 22 to 33. But I read a little bit above that too. I read 2 to 6, and I jumped down to 22 to 33. And then 37 to 40. Pretty much that whole chapter, but I just wanted to touch the point.
Nehemiah 8 and 4. And Ezra, the scribe, stood up upon a pulpit of wood.
Exactly. This is talking about camp. Read.
Which they had made for the purpose.
Read.
And beside him stood Mettathiah,
Read.
and Shema, and Ananiah,
Go ahead.
Uriah,
Read.
Hilkiah, Maaseiah. On his right hand, on his left hand, Pedadiah.
Exactly. People on his right and his left, what they do?
And Mishael, and Malchiah, Hashem, and Hashbadana, Zechariah, and Meshullam, and Ezra opened the book in the sight of all people.
Exactly. We open his Bible in the sight of all people. Read.
For he was above all the people.
He was sitting above him, not above him as far as stature, but sitting above him on that pulpit technically.
And when he opened it, all the people stood up.
Exactly. Everybody stood up and listened. Read.
And Ezra blessed the Most High.
Bless the Most High Yahweh. Read.
The great power. And all the people answered, Amen.
Exactly. All the people agreed.
Amen. When they lifted up their hands.
Go ahead.
And they bowed their heads.
Read.
And worshiped Yahweh.
They worshiped the Most High because he opened up the book of the law and read to them. Read.
With their faces to the ground.
Nehemiah 8, 27, 39. I apologize. Go back to the 5. Nehemiah 8, 5. Sorry. You were making forward to 7. I apologize. Get, it's 27.
Oiga, ¿quién es él?
Give her a flyer.
¿Quién es él? Venga.
Give her a flyer. A Spanish flyer?
voy a poner a discutir por él porque yo sé que él existe,
Pero
es el
él
hijo
no,
de Dios.
él no es Jesús.
Sí.
No es.
Sí.
¿Sabe quién es él?
No, ese no es el diablo.
Ese hombre se llama
El diablo somos nosotros.
Este hombre sí se Borja, hijo de un papa de Roma.
No. Donde quiere ser demonio, no.
El Cristo no moreno.
No, pero el Cristo no sabemos si fue moreno o no sé de qué color.
¿Se lo leo?
My people were destroyed,
I love
man.
Jesus.
Northern Kingdom is
I
crazy.
love my white Jesus.
Yeah, what up right here? Oh, well, it don't matter. Go to 1 Thessalonians 5 to 10. I don't even know if you got it right here. I thought it was 8 to
1 Thessalonians 5 and 20. Despise not prophesying.
Exactly. Despise not prophesying. Just like Paul was talking about. The only way to edify people is through the prophecies. Not through some gibberish that you thought you were speaking in church. That's it.
Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
Exactly. We prove all things with the prophecy and history that's written in the Bible. That's how you know it's true. Everybody else that thinks it's just a religion and some love fest, that's madness. Because destruction is coming swiftly. Go to 1 Corinthians 12. 1 to 12.
1 Corinthians 12. Now concerning the spiritual gifts, brethren,
Read.
I would not have you ignorant.
Do not have it ignorant.
Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
You were Gentiles. It's talking to the Israelites. You read chapter 10, and it clearly says the Corinthians fathers were in the cloud baptizing Moses. So Paul's talking to the Israelites that were in Gentile state of mind. Read that part.
Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols.
Exactly. They made them Gentiles by worshiping, going into idolatry, worshiping all these other heathen gods. Read.
Even as ye were led.
Exactly. We were led away captive and served them gods in Babylon, Syria, Persians, Medes, all that, Romans and Greeks and all that stuff. That's what made us Gentiles following those customs. Go ahead.
Wherefore, I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of Yahweh calleth Yahushua accursed.
Exactly. We don't call Yahushua accursed. Go ahead.
That no man can say that Yahushua is the Lord. But by the Holy Ghost.
Exactly. We use the Holy Spirit. We confess the Most High sent Yahushua in the flesh to redeem the Israelites. And we got the Holy Spirit and the scriptures to prove it with history. We can prove Yahushua existed with the people that in that secular time, mainly Romans per se. We can prove through what's his name? Tacitus. What's his name? Tacitus. Yeah, there's another brother as well. I just went over it a few days ago. But keep reading.
Now, verse 4. Now, there are diversities of gifts.
There's diversity of gifts, read.
But the same Spirit.
But the same Spirit. All the Israelites supposed to have the same Spirit. Go ahead.
And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord.
Exactly, but the same Lord. Lord over the Israelites only, read.
And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all.
Exactly. The Most High gives everybody different gifts and authority over different things. And He's going to manifest them gifts to the things you do. Go ahead.
But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
Exactly. Everything the Most High gives you as a gift is supposed to profit as a nation. It's supposed to have the same spirit as a nation and come together for the prosperous of our people. Go ahead.
For to one is given by the Spirit of word of wisdom.
Exactly. Go ahead.
To another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. To another faith by the same Spirit.
Exactly. Go ahead.
To another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. To another the working of miracles.
Read.
To another prophecy.
Another prophecy, read.
To another discerning the spirits.
Exactly. Go ahead.
To another diverse kinds of tongues. To another the interpretation of tongues.
Read.
But all these worketh that one and the same self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will.
Exactly. Everybody got different gifts, different things the Most High put them on earth to do as an Israelite for the edification of the whole nation. Not just one thing. You're supposed to figure out what you're good at, obviously, but for the most part, you're supposed to do it to serve other people. Read.
For as the body is one, he has many members.
Read.
And all the manners of that one body, being many, are one body.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So also,
body of Yahushua, read.
So also is Hamashiach Yahushua.
Exactly. One body in Yahushua. Different gifts, different manifestations of those gifts. And all supposed to be to the glorification of the Most High in that same spirit of truth, which is the Holy Spirit given from the Most High through Yahushua. Is that it? Okay, in Revelation 19:17.
Revelations 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice.
Read.
And give honor to him. For the marriage of the Lamb is come.
Exactly, the marriage of the Lamb has come to the Israelites. Read.
And his wife hath made herself ready.
Exactly. The Israelites supposed to get ready these last days by coming back to the nationality, separating from this damn devil, and following the laws. Go ahead.
And to her was granted that she should be arrayed of fine linen and clean white.
Exactly, clean and white. Following these laws upright, not being wicked, not being seduced by these spirits of these damn devils that's pronounced them on the earth. Go ahead.
For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints.
Exactly, the fine linen is the righteousness of saints, which are the Israelites. Right?
For he hath said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage.
Exactly, blessed are they called to the marriage, which is the elect. Read.
Supper of the Lamb.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh.
These are the true sayings of Yahweh. Right?
And I fell at his feet to worship him.
This is John the Revelator trying to worship Christ. Look what Christ says. Read.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not.
Don't worship me. Read.
I am thy fellow servant.
Christ is a fellow servant. He came to serve everybody else, just like it said in 1 Corinthians. We're supposed to serve our brethren, even though Christ is the chief and the high priest. He was there to serve everybody and show them the way back to the Father. Go ahead.
And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
Exactly. Everybody prophesies to us as a testimony of Yahushua that he's coming back to judge the earth and destroy wickedness. Go ahead.
Worship Yahweh.
Worship the Most High. Read.
For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
What's that?
For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Exactly. The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. That's the spirit Yahushua was saying all throughout the New Testament. Prophesying what's going to happen. Prophesying destruction. Prophesying what's going to happen if you don't hear the word. That's all he did. He walked the earth, died and resurrected, which is part of prophecy. He's going to come back, part of prophecy. He's going to redeem the Israelites, part of prophecy. He's going to destroy the wickedness, part of prophecy. He's going to rule the earth with the elect and the angels under the Most High.
That's right.
On the earth. That's prophecy. Right. Not this whole love fest. That's madness. If you read the Bible, we're supposed to be versing all the scriptures, not just love fest. Like that's crazy. That's why when Christians come up to me, they're talking about, it's all about love. Every video I see Christians come up to these camps, preaching, let's talk about love. You preaching hate. And then Sodomite walk by and say the same thing. We're not going to preach hate. We're going to preach you to repent before hate comes upon you from the Most High. Wrath comes upon you. That's right. Pretty much how it works.
That's right.
That's it. Read that last part again. The spirit of
and I fell at his verse 10, and I fell at his feet, worship him.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not.
Don't worship Yahweh. Don't worship Jesus Christ like you think you're supposed to. Read.
I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
Everybody in the Israelites that have the testimony of Yahushua, go ahead.
Worship Yahweh.
Worship Yahweh, the Most High. Read.
For the testimony of Yahushua is a spirit of prophecy.
Exactly, and that's what you see today, spirit of prophecy. The wicked is going to get judged. Israelites going to be redeemed, put in the right places, Israelites in the kingdom of heaven, which is in Israel. We're going to teach other nations the laws. The white man will perish, just says the Most High. We're going to rule the earth forever. And with that, we're going to call Halal, Yahweh by Shemi Al Shai, and say death to America. Shalom.